American Implement, Bowman Mortuary, Colby Ag Center, Colby Community College, Colby Dodge, Colby Free Press, Cornerstone Ag, El Dos de Oros, Farm Credit of Western Kansas, Farmers and Merchant Bank, Funk Optometry, High Plains Co-op, Hoover Lumber, McDonald's, McKee Incorporated, Next Tech Wireless, Northwest Kansas Chiropractic, People's State Bank, Roofmasters Roofing, Scheffner's Water Conditioning, Stevens Construction, Strut Insurance, SurePoint Ag, Taco John's, Western State Bank.
Here's Andrés Tejeda.
Hello and welcome to the Funk Optometry pregame show for your Colby Eagles. I am the host and voice of your Colby Eagles, Andrés Tejeda, and we're going to get things started. We're going to have to go pretty quick, though, because we have a long and special interview coming up in the show. We'll talk a little bit more about that. We'll keep it a secret, but stay tuned for the This Week in Eagle Athletics. We're going to have some special guests for that. But let's talk about what's happening this week. The Colby Eagles are taking on the Scott City Beavers. Scott City tied for first at a 6-1 record. Colby Eagles coming off a huge win, upsetting the Lake and Bronx and moving to a 2-5 record, tied for fourth place among three teams. But let's look at Scott real quick. Their first game was against Cimarron, blowing them out 42-0, and then against Ray in Colorado, 28-0. They lost to Millwood in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Then went to face TMPT High School in Hayes, defeating them 28-14. Beat Hugoton 27-21. That was when Hugoton took their first loss. And then they went on to face Goodland last week and won that game 28-14. This is a team that is very good offensively. It has a lot of different moving parts that make them so well. We'll also hear a little bit from behind enemy lines from the head coach of the Beavers. But that is kind of the story here. Can the Eagles keep the momentum from last week's upset to continue the upset? Colby, unfortunately, will not make the playoffs. We do have a Week 9. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we go around the GWAC, and I'll explain a little bit more of that. But there is a lot to look forward to tonight. Colby, in their last regular season game, it's Pink Out Night and Senior Night. So it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of emotions definitely for our seniors, and we'll talk to one of our senior spotlights and hear a little bit from him, as well as Coach Reese McKinney about his seniors. But we got a lot to talk about and not a lot of time to get through, so welcome again to the Funk Optometry pregame show. We'll be back with more on 100.3 The Ride, your home for Colby Eagle football.
You're listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show. Coming up, an Eagle Rewind.
They are geared up and stocked up for fall harvest at American Implement, your John Deere dealer. You'll find a great selection of tractors, combines, grain carts, and other get-her-done fall equipment. A huge selection. Plus the parts department, well, they're stocked up, and the service departments are ready to keep you rolling. Hey, remember, when you visit your local American Implement dealer, you have access to all the inventory at all 14 American Implement locations. That's a big selection. Here's to a safe harvest from American Implement, your Northwest Kansas John Deere dealers in Oakley, Colby, Goodland, and Wheeler.
Ladies, Colby Community College wants you to know that renewable energy companies are creating fast tracks for advancement to bring more women into the industry. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, wind and solar energy are two of the fastest growing fields. There's never been a better time to let CCC help you begin a new career. Online classes start every 8 weeks. Remember, big muscles are not required to work in renewable energy. Brains and work ethic are. Contact Colby Community College today or visit colbycc.edu.
You are listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show.
After the break, we'll get a look around the GWAC.
October is Jeep Adventure Days at Colby Dodge. Enjoy your new adventures in a new Jeep. Take advantage of 2.9% APR for 60 months plus a $1,000 rebate on a 2022 Jeep Compass. Need a little more room for your adventurous family? The all-new 2022 Wagoneer has room for everyone, and you can save big with 2.9% APR for 60 months plus a $1,500 rebate. Visit us in person at exit 53 I-70, Colby, Kansas, or browse online 24/7 at colbydodge.com.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation. One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
Delicious food, friendly service, and a fun, relaxed atmosphere. You find it all at El Dos de Oros in Colby. Mexican favorites that your entire family can enjoy. Delicious, sizzling hot fajitas, scrumptious enchiladas, tasty tacos, burritos stuffed to the brim, and of course, the best margaritas around. That's all at El Dos de Oros. Go find them at 1921 South Range Avenue in Colby and enjoy delicious Mexican food.
Hi, this is Caleb Morse with the Crop Insurance Department at Farm Credit of Western Kansas with some friendly reminders for the 2023 crop year. December 1st is the sales closing date for pasture, range, and forage insurance. December 15th is the acreage reporting deadline for 2023 winter wheat in Kansas. Remember, any possible loss should be reported within 72 hours of discovery. Contact Kelly Horenick or myself at 785-462-6714 for all your crop insurance needs. Work with agents who work for you. Farm Credit of Western Kansas is an equal opportunity provider.
Welcome back to the Funk Optometry pregame show. Here's Andres Tejeda with a look around the GWAC.
Welcome back to the Funk Optometry pregame show. It's time for a look around the GWAC. First, we're going to get you set with last week's scores before we get you set with what's going on today, and then what possibilities are going on for next week. So first off, let's start out in Scott City. They are the ones coming into Denon Field tonight. Scott City defeated Goodland 57-14 last week. Cimarron getting their second win of the season against Southwestern Heights, 51-22, if you can believe that. Great Bend defeating Ulysses by 27-22 of a final score. Holcomb defeated Hugoton, going 24-17 in that final score. And then last week, the Colby Eagles defeated the Lake and Bronx 22-20. So what does that mean for the standings? Well, let's take a look. Scott City and Holcomb now are at the top with a 6-1 record. With Holcomb's win against Hugoton, Hugoton falls 5-2 on the year. So Hugoton in third place after Scott and Holcomb are tied for first. With Cimarron's win, they've now come up with Colby and Goodland all tied for fourth place at 2-5. Ulysses unfortunately took the loss last week, so they are now 1-6. So we're looking at tonight's games here. Hugoton will go on to take on Goodland at 6 p.m. Again, Goodland's in Mountain Time, so it'll be 7 p.m. our time. And so again, Hugoton 5-2 taking on the 2-5 Goodland Goodland Cowboys. Ulysses will take on Liberal. That'll be a close game. Liberal 2-5. Ulysses again 1-6. Cimarron will go and take on the Houston Cardinals. Houston is 5-2. And then Holcomb will go ahead and take on Southwestern Heights. That is the team from last weekend that was defeated by Cimarron. Again, Southwestern Heights now 2-5. Scott City comes in to take on the Colby Eagles, and that'll be a fun one, 6-1. Again, Colby has shown that they can take down the powerhouses, taking down the Lake and Bronx. They were 5-1 last week, now they're 5-2. So it'll be interesting to see how things play out. As far as next week, we will have a game for week 9. I believe that not all of the teams have been solidified, but here's what we do have according to Max Preps for week 9. Hugoton will take on Cheney High School. They're both 5-2, and they'll play at 7 p.m. Pratt will take on Holcomb. They're 6-1, and they'll play again also at 7 p.m. Smoky Valley will go ahead and take on Scott City next week. 6-1, Smoky Valley 3-4. That game will start at 7 p.m. Now here's an interesting thing. Colby will be playing, as far as this recording, they will be playing the Nickerson Panthers. Nickerson is 1-6, Colby 2-5. As of right now, we don't know what will happen tonight with what the records will show. But this is what we have so far. That opponent could change. Nickerson does have a game tonight, and they'll be playing, or the winner of that game will play the Colby Eagles. So right now it's the Nickerson Panthers who will be coming into town at Denon Field. So we do have another game next week. You heard it here first. Week 9 will be played at Denon Field. That is the only thing that has been solidified for Week 9. That being said, we'll have a lot more to talk about here in the pregame show. But that's your look around the GWAC here on 100.3 The Ride, your home for Colby Eagle football.
Listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show.
Up next, we take a look at this week in Eagle athletics.
The new school year is underway, and you made sure your kids got all the supplies they needed to be successful. Backpacks, pens, paper, pencils, notebooks. But did you make sure that they had the visual tools they needed to be successful? Hi, this is Dr. Sam Funk with Funk Optometry in Colby, Atwood, and Hoxie. And studies show that up to 80% of learning is visual. Make sure your kids have the visual tools they need to be successful. Call my office today to make an appointment in Colby, Atwood, or Hoxie. And let's make this a successful school year.
Farmers, make sure you are taking advantage of all the products and services the High Plains Co-op has to offer. Now including their new HPC Risk Management LLC program, helping hardworking farmer members like yourself manage risks in the marketing and crop insurance sector.
Hi, this is Lyle Russell, your local grain marketing specialist. Contact me today at 785-269-7716, and I can help you establish and create profitability through custom marketing plans for your farming operation.
Hoover Lumber is much more than just your ordinary hardware store. They, of course, sell lumber, tools, paint, and many other items, including grill, smokers, and lawn care products, but they also provide services that the typical hardware stores don't. Lose your car keys or fob? Well, they can program and cut keys for all kinds of vehicles, new and old. Have a big gathering coming up? Well, Hoover's rents out high-quality lifetime tables and chairs. Plus, their staffs are knowledgeable and even more helpful, going the extra mile, making sure you're taken care of. It's your not-so-typical hardware store, Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby.
The share it with a friend deal, even if that friend is yourself. Your McDonald's, your rules.
There's a deal for every friendship at McDonald's. Right now, buy a Big Mac, 10-piece chicken McNuggets, or a quarter pounder with cheese, and get the second one for just $1. And pair them with one of our frozen drinks, like the new Fanta Blue Raspberry. Price and participation may vary. Valid for product of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Today on Hey Culligan, better water that cares. Jane's on the line.
Hey Culligan, how can I avoid using all those plastic water bottles that harm the sea turtles?
Jane, our always-on drinking water system helps eliminate the equivalent of 15 billion single-use plastic bottles a year. So, you see, Culligan cares about sea turtles, too.
Aw, plastic pollutes and Culligan cures.
That's catchy, Jane, and totally true.
I'll take it, like now.
Jane, we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test with the local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
See your local Culligan dealer, Shepner's Water Conditioning in Goodland and Colby.
A little rain isn't going to stop you. When it comes to protecting your farm's inventories, livestock, and equipment, we'll make sure your buildings work just as hard as you do. We're your local Butler builder. With us, you'll get the advanced engineering of Butler Manufacturing, the industry's leading provider of building systems. Give us a call. We're your local Butler builder.
In Northwest Kansas, call Stevens Construction at 785-462-7571 to discover the difference a Butler building can make.
You are listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show. Here's Andres Tejeda with This Week in Eagle Athletics.
Welcome back to the Funk Optometry pregame show. It's time for This Week in Eagle Athletics, a special edition as we have the Colby girls golf team. They are the regional state runner-ups and the 3-2-1 regional champions. Girls, thank you so much for joining us here in the studio today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
The team competed last week in the regional state, and you guys finished second as a whole. Tell me a little bit about that, as emotions coming out with that, and I'm assuming some of this is your first time competing. Any of you guys on your first time?
Yeah, so this is my first state, and it was a good experience. I learned a lot. At times it was pretty stressful, but overall it was good, and I'm glad I got to experience it.
And I believe, Anna, you've been in this position before. I believe you finished first last year as well, correct?
I finished first my freshman year, and last year I was runner-up.
And then this year you finished first in the regional championships. Talk a little bit about that.
It was good. I tried to play as best I could. I was struggling a little bit that day, but I just thought I had to put a good score up there for a team, and that's what I tried to do.
Absolutely. Now, this is a question for all six of you. Obviously, sports bring people together. I would say that this is a pretty tight-knit group, obviously competing and doing so well in, Kansas sports. What has that sort of journey together been like for all six of you?
Yeah, it's been fun. I mean, we all get along really well, and I'd say we're pretty close friends. So.
Senior year, I played golf with a lot of these girls, most of my high school experience, and it's been a lot of fun. I met one of my best friends playing golf, which is pretty cool. So, golf has done a lot for me personally, and I hope it has done a lot for everybody else, too.
I think it's a really great deal to be able to be a part of such a great team, and get to go to practice every day and just laugh with each other, but then also have a serious part on the other side of that.
Yeah, I've been playing all 4 years, and this has been the best team I've ever been on. Love all these girls.
Definitely a lot of love in the room. Obviously, as well, if you guys can just tell me how you all got started in golf. Is it something you guys started when you were younger, or is this kind of something that you kind of took up when you got into high school?
I was going to play volleyball,
yeah,
and I decided I don't like the running. So my grandpa and my dad are really into golf, so I decided I'd go out, and they helped me through it. So.
Obviously well enough to compete at such a high level, so that's awesome.
Yeah. I've been golfing for as long as I could remember, but I never started to actually take it serious until I got into the high school level, and then it was a whole new game from there, and just all the things you learned after that, and it's just a way better experience.
Yeah, I definitely just started kind of brand new my freshman year. I played a little when I was younger, but freshman year I kind of got back into it. My very first tournament starting off was 9 holes in Oakley, and I shot an 80 on 9 holes. And it definitely got a lot better since then, but it was a rough start, but kind of progressing as the years went by was kind of cool. Because each year, you kind of just shave strokes more and more and more until, you're playing pretty decent.
I started out whenever I was in junior golf, and I really liked it, but I thought that I liked volleyball more at the time.
Sure.
And nobody really thought that I was going to play golf, but in the end, I kind of decided that golf was more my thing a little bit, and so I started working more on it and got better as time went. So
the first time I picked up the clubs, I was maybe one time before my freshman season. I went out with my dad, and I kind of just decided, hey, this is kind of something neat that I want to try, and so I went with it and I did it, and I've been a part of it, and I've grown and learned so much about it. I'm constantly learning things. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm always learning something new, and that is great, and I love that. And so, yeah, I'm continuing to play and continuing to get better each day.
I started out when I was really young. Like Brinley, I've been playing as long as I can remember. My dad is actually the one who got me into it. He's a golf coach, kind of introduced me, I don't know, when I was 9 or something.
Sure, yeah.
Brinley and I actually grew up playing tournaments together in junior golf, all when we were younger, so.
Sure. All right, well, just let me know when you're ever at the golf course, so then I don't show up, so I don't embarrass myself in front of the pros. But otherwise, congratulations on your great titles, on your just incredible historic season, and thanks for joining us tonight in the studio tonight.
Thank you.
We are talking with the tennis team today. We have Hayden Bellamy, Lexi Schrader, and Sam Dietrich. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Lexi and Sam, you guys finished 2-2, just shy of the medal round. And Hayden, you finished 3-1 and placed in 5th place with a 6-9 win. And the team entirely finished 8th out of 22 teams. That's the highest placing that Colby's done in 12 years. Just overall initial feelings on knowing that you've made some sort of impact in the sports department of the Colby Eagles.
I actually, when we went into that, I did not know that we had it placed in the top 10 in 12 years with state tennis, so I thought that was cooler than medaling, even that we kind of broke something that hasn't been done in a very long time.
Yeah, we couldn't have done it without all the team support because most of the varsity went down with us, and it was just a really good support for us, and it helped me a lot.
Yeah, I felt like we did make an impact on the team, and like for those that weren't able to make it there, then we were able to give them something, I guess.
Hayden, you finished with the best record in all of the GWAC and all of Kansas with a 32-1 record. How does that happen?
A lot of time in practice.
How long have you been playing tennis?
I actually only started when I was a freshman.
Wow.
Which is very odd, I guess you'd say, in
Sure.
tennis. So a lot of practice and a lot of driving.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sam and Lex, you guys finished with a 27-6 record and finishing 3rd overall in regionals. How does doubles work in that sense? Did you guys grow up playing tennis together, or were you guys matched when you joined the Eagles?
I started off playing singles this season, and it wasn't going too well. So Wendy, she took me aside, and she's like, "Okay, we're gonna start you on doubles," and she had me pick a partner, and it just worked out really well.
Yeah.
And so I would say that you guys are good friends.
Oh yeah.
And so when you're playing tennis, I've never played tennis. I like watching tennis. When it comes to doubles, you rely a lot on each other. And when you're going through practice, what are some of those things that you guys talk about, or even in the game when things are either going well or going bad?
Try to make sure we have confidence, and like we try to laugh and joke with each other to keep ourselves out of our heads and keep on our feet. And
yeah, lots of jokes.
Do you think it was... All right, so I'll go down the line here. Hayden, what were some of the emotions and feelings that you got when you, realized that you were going to regionals and state, and then when you were competing?
I would say just kind of excitement, but really the excitement didn't kick in till like after state, I would say, because I really tried to stay calm about it all. And I would say since it wasn't my first time going, the nerves were a lot less, so I wasn't as scared this time.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just tried to keep a even head about it, I guess, and not think too much about it. Just stay calm.
And then Lexi and Sam, how about you guys?
I was a little apprehensive because it was my first time going to state.
Sure.
But I was also like excited and like, yeah, in the moment. But
mine was pretty bittersweet. It was my last year, but just taking in the moment and having as much fun as I could.
Absolutely, and that's actually a specific question I have for you because you are the senior of the group. Combining your total time here at Colby, what are some of the highlights or things you're going to miss about Colby High School or just the Colby tennis team in general?
The family aspect of it. It's just you create new bonds and stronger bonds every year, and it's just a bunch of fun and really bittersweet feelings at the end.
Well, thanks, ladies, so much for joining us this morning. We want to thank both the Colby High School girls tennis and golf team for coming out and speaking with us this week. You can catch the full interview. This was only a snippet. The interview was long. It was a lot of fun to have to talk to all those athletes. The full interview should be going live and premiering on our YouTube page. So if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and check that out. It's about an 18-minute interview, or you can have it set and watch it later. So if you want to watch the full 18-minute interview, go onto our YouTube page on Northwestern Kansas at Rockingham Media, and you can find that video there. We've made it a video so you can actually watch the visuals and see the girls who came and talked with us. So, moving on for this week, obviously we have the varsity football game against Scott City today. Tomorrow it's going to be another regional and state event. The high school regional cross-country match will happen tomorrow in Goodland, Kansas, just down I-70 in the Sugar Hills Golf Club. So if you want to go watch them race, go ahead and check them out at the Sugar Hills Golf Club. Also happening in Goodland is the high school sub-state volleyball tournament. That'll be at the Max L. Jones Fieldhouse, also in Goodland. So if you go go in the morning for the cross-country event, and then go get some lunch, then go over to the Max L. Jones Fieldhouse and watch the Colby Eagles volleyball tournament there. Moving on with the rest of the week, so that's on the 22nd. Nothing much happening else here except for on the 27th, we're going to go 5 days ahead. The middle school girls basketball season will kick off, and they'll go ahead and take on Goodland as well at the Max L. Jones Fieldhouse. And then the high school state volleyball tournament will be played in Hutchinson on October 28th. That'll be at Hutchinson Community College. They'll be playing out of the college there. And then next Friday, we have a football game set. We just don't have an opponent. The game will be played at Denon Field. So there is one more home game this season. It's set to play against Nickerson High School. However, Nickerson does have a game today that, depending on the winner, one of those two schools will come down to Colby, and we'll have a game then for next Friday. This has been This Week in Eagle Athletics here on the Funk Optometry pregame show. We'll be back with more after this.
You're listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show.
Come with us as we go behind enemy lines after the break.
Rarely, if ever, do you hear someone say they look forward to going to the doctor's office. This is Dr. Kristen Parker with Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. Many chiropractic patients experience instant pain relief after receiving a treatment. As a result, a number of our patients have said they actually look forward to their chiropractic adjustments. If you've never been to a chiropractor, I'd like to personally invite you into our clinic for effective, comfortable, and professional care. Learn more about us online at nwkchiro.com.
With 11 locations across the state, most everyone has a People's State Bank location close to home. The People's State Bank offers loans of all types, including ag, commercial, home, and business, plus a wide range of checking account options as well. Put their knowledgeable staff to work for you. Find out how one of the 11 statewide locations can help you. Visit psbbanks.com. The People's State Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
To guarantee your home's heating and cooling system is ready for whatever the season's weather brings, call McKee Incorporated today. At McKee Incorporated, we're the people you know and trust right in your community. Only McKee Incorporated can give you expert and authentic Lennox quality coupled with savings that make achieving perfect air in your home easier than ever. For a limited time, they're offering $1,200 in rebates and monthly payments as low as $132 on a brand new Lennox system. To get quality Lennox equipment, unmatched savings, and trusted service, think McKee Incorporated and call 785-462-3132 today. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Get the latest 5G devices at Next Tech Wireless. Now you can get the iPhone 14 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus on us, or up to $999 off any other device. And that's not all. You can also get half off a new Apple Watch when you bring your number to us. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas.
The all-new Yamaha Grizzly 90 is built to bring maximum fun and off-road excitement to youth ATV riders ages 10 years old and up. With its low-maintenance 90cc engine, an easy-to-use fully automatic CVT transmission with reverse, electric start, and durable proven components, the all-new Grizzly 90 offers confidence-inspiring performance with Grizzly family style. Visit YamahaOutdoors.com today. Then visit Colby Ag Center in Colby to see the all-new Yamaha Grizzly 90. Grizzly 90 is recommended for use only by riders 10 years and older and always with adult supervision. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
You are listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show. Here's Andres Tejeda behind enemy lines.
In 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Funk Optometry pregame show. It's time for our Behind Enemy Lines. We are here with the head coach of the Scott Beavers, Coach James Turner. How are you, Coach James?
Good, doing well.
Good to hear. So first off, you guys are having an incredible season. You're tied for first. What's been going well for the Beavers so far?
Well, knock on wood, we've stayed pretty healthy throughout the season. We have a few nagging things with a couple guys, but overall we've been pretty healthy, so that makes a difference in small high school football. You can't afford to lose kids.
Absolutely. Moving forward with the season, what are some of the highlights as we're hitting the last week of the regular season? What are some of those highlights that have really been tall tale signs of those, successes for the 6-1 record that you're posting right now?
Oh, I think the biggest thing is probably just the excitement kids are playing with. Last year we had a lot of injuries, pretty down, and pretty frustrating season. And we've come out every game except one really, on fire. Really excited, pretty emotional. One game we were a little flat, but that changed about the middle of the first quarter. So, that's probably the highlight for me after the year we struggled through last year. Is just how we've come out and really been ready to roll.
Looking at your roster here, Brady Welker with 13 touchdowns, at least that's what I have here. Talk a little bit about him and his role on the team this season. Obviously, 13 touchdowns is nothing to shy at.
No, Brady's a hard runner. He's a strong kid. He's very physical when he runs. He's got great balance. As a junior, probably one of our leaders along with our seniors. You can't really say enough about Brady. Probably more importantly, he's a better kid than he is a football player, and he's a pretty good football player.
Absolutely, and as a coach, they always tell you. I remember when I played, baseball in high school. You're a student first and an athlete second. Obviously, that's a very important thing. Talking about the rest of your athletes, how has the dynamic, I guess, with your seniors and your upperclassmen in general, really come down to those freshmen and sophomores who will be turning into those juniors, seniors for next year? How is that dynamic changing, or are you more focused on the season here at hand?
Oh, I think the seniors' attitude and their leadership, I think it always funnels down, and like I said, struggling last year with all the injuries, and some of them being older kids, it was really a struggle for us with younger kids playing when they shouldn't be playing varsity yet. But the leadership has been very good this year, and I think it's a great thing to see for the younger kids to see how those older kids behave. And you always catch a few things that you maybe don't appreciate as a younger kid. So hopefully when you're older, you remember that and that behavior. But overall, we've had really good leadership and really positive things for our younger kids to see.
Moving on with the regular season, obviously a lock for the playoffs right now, whether a win or lose on Friday. Are playoffs something that you are currently working towards? And if so, what is sort of the mindset as a coach, knowing that it's going to be a single elimination where you got to win game after game after game? Or is it kind of like when you start the regular season where you start off fresh, it's a 0-0 record essentially, and you just got to keep on winning?
No, I think for us in Scott City, and it's way before I ever got here, you kind of expected to be in the playoffs. And, last year was the first year in a number of years we did not make the playoffs. So, our guys are feeling pretty good about what they've accomplished so far, but they aren't by any means done. We don't sit and talk and dwell on, we got to go deep in the playoffs. We just, play as hard as we can. Hopefully that happens. And that's kind of an expectation around here. From people in the community and everything else. So, we're not going to sit and dwell on it. We're just going to try to get better each week and then get into the playoffs, hopefully, and which we are this year, and then play well and keep moving on as far as we can.
We talked a little bit about your senior, Brady Welker, but when the Beavers come into town, who are some other notables on your team that the Eagle fans should keep an eye on that will be a little bit dangerous on the field?
Well, Brady's just a junior, but, we got a lot of seniors on the field, too, and a number of other juniors start, a few sophomores. We just got a really talented group of kids. We've got some good speed. I mean, we improved our speed from last year and got a lot stronger with our upperclassmen. So, all of our backfield with Brady as a junior, but also Lawson Bailey and Jace Thomas are seniors. Dylan Metzger's our quarterback and a senior. And then we had Colin McDaniel playing the backfield a little when Jace was out. He's just a junior. We got pretty good receivers on the edge, junior and a sophomore, and then our line's filled with juniors and seniors. So, it's tight ends, all tight ends, the sophomores. So, I don't know if you could pick out one guy because they all kind of bring things to the table that help their teammates too. I mean, our halfbacks are good blockers, and our fullbacks gets the credit of that, the benefit of that, and then he's a lead blocker on some things too for them. So, it's kind of a group that works really well together.
Every game, coaches have goals for their team. This being the last game of the season, especially with Colby, who's, a 2-5 team despite beating a 5-1 team last week. What are some of the things you're looking for? What are the goals that you're looking to accomplish? Obviously, Colby has a little bit more pep in their step after beating such a such a talented team in the High Plains last week against the Lake and Bronx. What are some things that you're going to be focused on this week when taking on the Colby Eagles?
Well, everybody wants to win. I mean, I don't think there's a team that ever steps on the field that doesn't have that on their mind. But I go into each game thinking, I hope we get better from the last game. There's always things in the last game we want to improve on, and then just come out with some motivation and excitement to play the game. And I want to see our kids play hard, and I want to see us go out and hit people. And that's kind of my main goal. And if those things fall into place, the win-loss thing will take care of itself more often than not.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much for joining me for Behind Enemy Lines, Coach James. Really appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.
This has been Behind Enemy Lines. We'll be back with more here on the Funk Optometry pregame show after this.
You are listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show. Find out who's this week's Senior Spotlight coming up next.
Roof's worn out and it needs replaced. Who are you gonna call?
Roof Masters!
Roof Masters Roofing at Colby has been your premier roofing contractor for over 40 years, offering free estimates on all types of roofs, as well as seamless rain gutters and vinyl siding. So give us a call today. What's that number, Jake?
462-6642. I think you better call
Roof Masters!
Today on Hey Culligan, reverse to reduce. Here's Bob.
Hey Culligan, I love fresh water, but I got plastic bottles coming out.
Whoa, Bob, you are not kidding about the bottles. But did you know Culligan's reverse osmosis and always-on drinking water systems provide fresh, clean, delicious drinking water and help reduce the equivalent of over 15 billion plastic bottles from landfills worldwide?
Holy, fresh, environmentally friendly drinking water. Am I right?
Right, Bob. And we're already on the way.
See your local Culligan dealer, Scheffner's Water Conditioning in Goodland and Colby.
A little rain isn't going to stop you. When it comes to protecting your farm's inventories, livestock, and equipment, we'll make sure your buildings work just as hard as you do. We're your local Butler builder. With us, you'll get the advanced engineering of Butler Manufacturing, the industry's leading provider of building systems. Give us a call. We're your local Butler builder.
In Northwest Kansas, call Stevens Construction at 785-462-7571 to discover the difference a Butler building can make.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darvin and his professional agents in Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. Located at 1675 West 4th Street in Colby and Brewster, just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services.
If you're a mechanical engineer in search of a new challenge, SurePoint Ag in Atwood, Kansas has the ideal opportunity for you. This exciting position includes designing brackets, fluid systems, and more for fertilizer application systems. You'll also design complete products such as the Quick Draw Spray Tender. No 2 days are the same as you'll spend time in the field to ensure your design's functionality. Flexibility and problem-solving skills are essential. A technical or bachelor's degree is preferred in engineering or related area. Email a resume and cover letter to jobs@SurePointAg.com to apply. SurePoint Ag is an equal opportunity employer. Learn more at SurePointAg.com.
Professor Penny, welcome to Taco John's. I have crunched the numbers, and it just can't be. You talking about our new 4-cheese quesadilla? Yes, it's scientifically impossible. How can you fit melty asadero, queso blanco, Monterey Jack, and cheddar inside? And chipotle lime sauce and sirloin steak or grilled chicken. But how? We, melt it. Ah, so it's quadrophysics. Got it. Try the new 4-cheese steak or chicken quesadilla. Only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Download our app to earn free food.
You are listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show.
Here's this week's Senior Spotlight.
Welcome back to the Funk Optometry pregame show. It's time for our senior spotlight. We're here with Landon Kreutzer. Landon, tell us a little bit about your position and what you do here with the Colby Eagles.
So I'm a strong guard, and most of my stuff is I do a little bit of everything. I do a little bit of pulling to different sides, kicking the defensive ends, and kicking people's butts.
Taking names and kicking butt, right? So how long have you been playing with the Eagles?
This is my second year. I did my freshman year, and I came back my senior year.
Last week, big win, big upset. Any thoughts or any memories, or not memories, but more moments that resonated with you as the week goes on, as you come up to take on Scott City, who also is a force to be reckoned with a 6-1 record?
I'm just trying not to let people say their words get me down, you know. Mm-hmm. We last week, Lakin, I heard a lot of people saying that we weren't going to do too odd, and we put their money where their mouth was. Mm-hmm. This week, I feel like it's no different. We're going to show up, and we're going to try our best, and whatever happens, happens.
This is being your senior year. What have been your thoughts so far about this team? And then secondly, I've asked almost every senior, what is a word that you would describe your group?
This year, you know, we've had our bumpy road, but I wouldn't trade this team for the world. You know, the personality and the people that want to be here, it just says a lot about our team. And if I could choose one word to describe us, it'd definitely be scrappy, or a scrappy team.
You know, that's not the first time I've heard that, so I like that it's sort of a universal term that you guys are giving yourselves. What has been your favorite memory as an Eagle, whether it's been this year or in the previous years that you've played?
Just the bond between the team, you know, like after every game, we during Saturdays in the morning, we go and lift, all of us do. After that, we all go get Taco John's, and just the bond between everyone is just so close. So it's going to be hard to see everyone leave and stuff after this year, myself included.
Including yourself, what are your plans after high school, if you have any?
I'm planning on possibly going to a 2-year and pursuing a degree in nursing.
Awesome. And then finally, what is your message to the Colby faithful?
You guys will see us, and we'll show you guys what we're really made of against Scott.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. That's Landon Kreutzer for our senior spotlight this week. We'll be back with more on the Funk Optometry pregame show after this.
You are listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show. Up next, the Reese McKinney Show.
October is Jeep Adventure Days at Colby Dodge. Enjoy your new adventures in a new Jeep. Take advantage of 2.9% APR for 60 months, plus a $1,000 rebate on a 2022 Jeep Compass. Need a little more room for your adventurous family? The all-new 2022 Wagoneer has room for everyone, and you can save big with 2.9% APR for 60 months, plus a $1,500 rebate. Visit us in person at exit 53 I-70, Colby, Kansas, or browse online 24/7 at colbydodge.com.
Dying is one of the few events in life that is certain to occur, yet one we are not likely to plan for. Hi, I'm Jason with Ballman Mortuary in Colby, Atwood, and Oakley. Pre-arranging your funeral service is a great way to make sure your family is taken care of, even after you're gone. At Ballman Mortuary, we'll help you plan ahead and make sure that your wishes are taken care of from the type of service, monument, and casket you would like. We can set up pre-funding arrangements designed specifically for end-of-life needs. At Ballman Mortuary, we are dedicated to ensuring that your loved one's memories are cherished. See our website at ballmanmortuary.com today for more information.
The all-new Yamaha Grizzly 90 is built to bring maximum fun and off-road excitement to youth ATV riders ages 10 years old and up. With its low-maintenance 90cc engine, an easy-to-use fully automatic CVT transmission with reverse, electric start, and durable proven components, the all-new Grizzly 90 offers confidence-inspiring performance with Grizzly family style. Visit YamahaOutdoors.com today. Then visit Colby Ag Center in Colby to see the all-new Yamaha Grizzly 90. Grizzly 90 is recommended for use only by riders 10 years and older and always with adult supervision. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
Hi, this is J.L. Evans, Banking Center President at Western State Bank in Colby. I'd like to welcome Brent Moss to our commercial and ag lending team as we continue to grow. Brent joins our Colby Banking Center after more than 13 years as a local lender. He holds a bachelor's degree in finance and has a background in farming. Visit with Brent Moss, Matt Smith, or me, J.L. Evans, at our Colby Banking Center today. Visit WSBKS.com for contact information. Western State Bank, continuing to invest in Northwest Kansas. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Is your bank account stressing you out with too many fees or not enough interest? Or maybe you're wanting to see your hard-earned money sooner? Let us help. Hi, this is Kaylee Raymer with Farmers and Merchants Bank. We can offer you a free account that pays an APY of 3% interest on your daily balances. Not to mention the refund on nationwide ATM fees, and you can also get your paycheck up to 2 days earlier. Stop in or call us to ask how you qualify for this elite way of banking with our Elite Cash account. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
We are back with the Funk Optometry pregame show. Welcome to the Reese McKinney Show.
Welcome back to the Funk Optometry pregame show. It's time for our chat with Coach Reese McKinney. So, Coach Reese, first and foremost, the upset last week, a lot of fun to be a part of. Does that bring any sort of momentum into a game for this week, especially with a team with a very similar record of 6-1 beating Lakin 5-1 last week?
Well, it should. I think it should show that their attitude and effort's been great. Last couple weeks, we're still fighting through a bunch of adversity, figuring out you're not going to the playoffs. It's pretty easy to quit and give up. Instead, keep fighting, keep learning, keep getting better, and it shows how far those sophomores and juniors and those underclassmen have come to kind of help out the senior class.
And so would you say that this week's momentum in practice and game has matched that sort of energy from last Friday to this Friday?
Yeah, they've just kept building. That's what they're playing the kind of football you're hoping the guys are playing at this time of year. We always say, regardless of where we're at in our schedule or record at this time, we want to be, we want sophomores playing like juniors and juniors playing like seniors and, seniors playing like they're going to the next level. And so you've just got to keep building as the season goes on because everyone's getting better. Everyone's in better shape. Everyone's physically, more ready for a full football game at this point in the year. So as long as you're seeing that improvement week and week, regardless of the outcome, your guys are working good. They're working hard, and it has something to be proud of. What are some of the
game plans and goals outside of that energy and physicality that you're looking for from last week? What are some of those things that you're looking to get on top of Scott this week?
Oh, definitely want to always win the turnover battle. So we got to take care of possessions. We got to have clean special teams. We don't want to give them any easy field positions. So if we get a chance to flip the field, we want to do that. Limit penalties. We don't want to get behind the chains, and that'll always help our offense stay on track. When we're trying to get a few yards every play so we can keep turning the chains, we got to make sure that we're not shooting ourselves in the foot.
This week is senior week. We talk a little bit every week about one senior every week, but any final thoughts about your senior class this season?
Yeah, just, I like being around them. They're a fun group of guys to be around. I always got something to make you smile, and that's what I always remember about this class, regardless of situations or problems. They always had something to say that make me smile.
We've heard from your seniors as well that, and I believe it was Hunter Vaughn, that the record doesn't necessarily reflect about how much fun you're having. Would you double down on that statement or have a different perspective on that?
Yeah, it's what you make it. Like I said, it'd be pretty easy as soon as we lose to Goodland. We can't make the playoffs, season's over, pack it in. Don't get any better, don't work hard, or let's just go have fun and enjoy it as much as we possibly can, knowing that we still get to play a game. And not everyone gets that opportunity. It is a blessing to get to play this game. Not everyone gets to do it around the world. Not everyone gets to do it in this community. So we got to be blessed to get the opportunity to go to practice every day. It's not a have to, it's a get to.
And then finally, I asked this question to all the seniors, but I haven't asked you yet. I've been saving it for the last regular season game. What is your message to the Colby fans from this season?
I appreciate the support more than anything. Like I said, these guys work hard day in and day out. Hot weather, sometimes cold weather, windy weather where you can't hear you, and coach, they feel like coach is yelling at them, but really he's just talking loud enough they can hear. Sure. You can handle that a bunch of different ways. I appreciate the support. I love the fact that regardless of our record, there's still a bunch of people in our stands cheering us on, and these guys deserve that. Every sport deserves that. Every time somebody goes out, they're putting themselves on the line a little bit, a little vulnerability out there in front of everyone. We appreciate the support. I appreciate that support from the community for the guys. So I appreciate that more than anything.
All right, well, we appreciate you coming with us every week. That's Coach Reese McKinney in the Funk Optometry pregame show. We'll be back with more after this.
You're You're listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show.
Weather's coming up next with Chris Stravick and Decision Weather.
They are geared up and stocked up for fall harvest at American Implement, your John Deere dealer. You'll find a great selection of tractors, combines, grain carts, and other get-her-done fall equipment, a huge selection. Plus the parts department, well, they're stocked up, and the service departments are ready to keep you rolling. Hey, remember, when you visit your local American Implement dealer, you have access to all the inventory at all 14 American Implement locations. That's a big selection. Here's to a safe harvest from American Implement, your Northwest Kansas John Deere dealers in Oakley, Colby, Goodland, and Wheeler.
Dying is one of the few events in life that is certain to occur, yet one we are not likely to plan for. Hi, I'm Jason with Ballman Mortuary in Colby, Atwood, and Oakley. Prearranging your funeral service is a great way to make sure your family is taken care of, even after you're gone. At Ballman Mortuary, we'll help you plan ahead and make sure that your wishes are taken care of, from the type of service, monument, and casket you would like. We can set up pre-funding arrangements designed specifically for end-of-life needs. At Ballman Mortuary, we are dedicated to ensuring that your loved one's memories are cherished. See our website at ballmanmortuary.com today for more information.
The all-new Yamaha Grizzly 90 is built to bring maximum fun and off-road excitement to youth ATV riders ages 10 years old and up. With its low-maintenance 90cc engine, an easy-to-use fully automatic CVT transmission with reverse, electric start, and durable proven components, the all-new Grizzly 90 offers confidence-inspiring performance with Grizzly family style. Visit YamahaOutdoors.com today. Then visit Colby Ag Center in Colby to see the all-new Yamaha Grizzly 90. Grizzly 90 is recommended for use only by riders 10 years and older and always with adult supervision. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
If you're thinking about a career change, consider becoming a physical therapist assistant. The Colby Community College PTA program is enrolling students now who want to help others while enjoying job security in a field that's expected to grow by 26% over the next decade. Contact CCC today and become a PTA in just 1 to 2 years. Classes are starting soon. Go to the Academics tab at colbycc.edu. Colby Community College Challenge. Create. Connect.
This is Decision Weather Ag Meteorologist Chris Schromick with your Friday night football forecast for that game to end the regular season here in Colby with those Scott City Beavers. It's become quite a warm afternoon. It's a lot warmer than what we saw last week when it was a bit chilly. This week we're going to be talking temperatures here this afternoon that have reached into the 76, 75 degree range in Colby and Goodland. Got 84 in Oakley. We got a northwest breeze at 10 miles per hour. It'll be turning to the west and southwest by the time that game kicks off here this evening. Those winds will be light. Temperatures will be right around that 70 degrees to the 73 degree mark. And as we go through the game here this evening, those temperatures will fall into the middle to upper 50s. Winds will continue to be light through the game, and then be a perfect evening for football here to finish off that regular season and get ready for the playoff game potentially, or the disc game next week. As far as temperatures go, the rest of the weekend, we're going to see them continue to be warm. We're going to see a high in the middle to upper 80s tomorrow, heading towards 80 degrees on Sunday. But then we do have a change there Sunday night and the Monday, where a strong cold front would come through, maybe get some light rain showers, a little mix in the snow, but it doesn't look like it'll mount to much of anything, but a dusting of wetting the pavement or just a few flakes in that rain-snow mix as that low drops down there around 33, 34 degrees. On Monday when we head back to work, we're talking temperatures only in the middle 50s, and then that Tuesday morning low is going to be below freezing at 28. So enjoy the game tonight, and let's put it to those Scott City Beavers.
This has been the Eagles pregame show. Kickoff coming up next.
October is Jeep Adventure Days at Colby Dodge. Enjoy your new adventures in a new Jeep. Take advantage of 2.9% APR for 60 months, plus a $1,000 rebate on a 2022 Jeep Compass. Need a little more room for your adventurous family? The all-new 2022 Wagoneer has room for everyone, and you can save big with 2.9% APR for 60 months, plus a $1,500 rebate. Visit us in person at exit 53 I-70, Colby, Kansas, or browse online 24/7 at colbydodge.com.
The
Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential. They have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
Delicious food, friendly service, and a fun, relaxed atmosphere. You find it all at El Dos de Oros in Colby. Mexican favorites that your entire family can enjoy. Delicious, sizzling hot fajitas, scrumptious enchiladas, tasty tacos, burritos stuffed to the brim, and of course, the best margaritas around. That's all at El Dos de Oros. Go find them at 1921 South Range Avenue in Colby and enjoy delicious Mexican food.
You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby Eagle Football on 100.3 The Ride with Andres Tejeda.
Colby Eagle football is on the air. It is Pink Out and Senior Night here at Denon Field in Colby, Kansas. I'm Andres Tejeda, your host and voice of your beloved Colby Eagles. Let's get things started with our starting lineups. Starting off on the offense, it'll be Dylan Metzger in the quarterback spot. Jace Thomas will be a halfback along with Lawson Bailey, Avery Knoll as a SE, Brady Welker, and then Jackson Rumford, J.P. Harris, Houston Frank, Tanner Gooden, Jaden Lewis as the center, and Adrian Elder. On the defensive end, Aaron Rulis, Jace Thomas, Lawson Bailey, Avery Knoll, Colin McDaniel, Alex Tarango, Brady Welker, J.P. Harris, Tanner Gooden, Adrian Elder, and Evan Fry. And for your Colby Eagles, we're going to have a little bit of a change-up here. Breon Barton and Hunter Vaughn are not playing in today's game. Without being too informal on the Breon Barton situation, he got hit hard last week, and he'll be sitting out for this week's game. So starting off will be Boston Tubbs, and then Kason Carroll, Tucker Wark, Braden Imhoff, Casey Giesenhagen, Zane Bett, Tyler Remmert, Len Vogler, Logan Haggard, Landon Kreutzer, who's our senior spotlight if you were listening to us in the pregame show, and Cameron Lilly, along with Guy Tubbs. Defensively, there'll be Kason Carroll, Tucker Wark, Braden Imhoff, Braden Foss, Isaiah Rosales, Zane Betts, Tyler Remmer, Landon Vogler, Logan Haggard, and Landon Kreutzer. That's your starting lineup. We're getting the coin flip here. Looks like Scott will go from east to west, and Colby will go from west to east to start off the game. It's been declined, and so it will be Scott City to kick it. So 7-for-8 on the season, where the Eagles will start off with the ball.
Welcome to Denton Field for tonight's GWAC matchup.
I'll let you toss it over to the PA announcer.
The visiting Scott City Beavers against the hometown Colby Eagles. The Beavers have won the coin toss and elected to defer until the second half. The Eagles will receive the opening kickoff.
So there you go. You've heard it there from the PA announcer, Mr. Thomas. So we're going to get underway here. It'll be Zane Betts and Braden Foss to receive the kickoff. Usually it's Zane Betts and Kaysen Carroll. But again, Kaysen Carroll will take over for Hunter Vaughn tonight in the quarterback spot. The Eagles are wearing their all blackout uniforms, black jerseys, black pants, orange trim, white numbers, and white little tailoring on the side of the trousers. The Scott Beavers wearing white tops, baby blue trousers and helmets, blue numbers with a navy blue outline, and white socks. So they're ready to go. They line up for the kickoff. And it'll be kicked on the far right side. In the middle, it'll be kicked up by Zane Betts. He takes it around the 25-yard line. It'll be brought down at the 30. So the Colby Eagles will start it off here. 1st and 10 as we are underway.
Tackle for the Beavers by number 21, Colin McDaniel. Eagles drive against 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
So they will mark it at the 30. Whistle here. Not too sure what's going on. The head official is talking to Kaysen Carroll. He's lined up on the outside part. He's actually going to come out. Not too sure what's going to happen here. And they're going to send out Boston Tubbs. Kaysen Carroll on the sidelines. He was originally out there. Looks like Tubbs is going to be the one to take the snap here. The clock now at 15 seconds on the play clock. Hands are up in the air. They're not too sure what's supposed to happen here. The Eagles are looking around. It's an odd play here. Looks like a possible timeout here.
Called by Colby.
And it is a timeout early. So the Eagles lose their first timeout early due to some complications at 11:55. So the clock wasn't running. So confusing here. Were they illegally lined up? Not sure why Kaysen Carroll couldn't be out there. He is the quarterback after all, so he won't go back out. So a mental error against the Eagles to start off this game. That's so odd. And if you're watching live, you can join us on YouTube. It'll be snapped and run up the middle. Enough for a first down, maybe. Definitely got to the line. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like Boston Tubbs took it for himself there. It'll be Zane Betts, apologies.
By number 35, Brady.
And it's enough for an Eagle first down.
That's a carry, good for an Eagle.
So Zane Betts again. Here comes Foss. It's dropped down the transition and it's brought down. It was snapped to Betts, handoff to Carroll. A spill for sure on the handoff to Carroll. He didn't get a good hand on it and it just dropped. So they're back to around where they started. It'll be 2nd and 17, 11:20 to go here in the first quarter. They're going to try it again. Kason Carroll finally in the quarterback slot. Receivers on his left and right, handoff to Zane Betts up the middle, and he's going to get stopped as he maybe gets about 2 yards here on their second attempt, apologies. Be third and about 15.
Zane Betts on the carry. Short gain brings up
Past the 11-minute mark here.
third and long for the Eagles.
Third and 15. Another snap. He's going to look to throw. He rolls to his right. He's now going to take it himself. He's past the line of scrimmage. He's got enough for more and a first down. He's down to the 40 and it goes out of bounds. What a run. Kason Carroll takes it from long and gets the first down and more. 10:34, another Eagles first down. So after a really just sloppy start for the Eagles with taking the early timeout and then the nearly fumbled it and turned it over, the Eagles are back on track. 1st and 10 from their own 39, or from the Beavers 39. It'll be headed off to Foss. He finds a hole and he's brought down. A gain of about 4.
Number 7, Braden Foss on the carry. He's tackled by number 15, Lawson Bailey. Official timeout on the field.
There will be an official timeout. Not sure what for the call here. Possible late flag or no flags were thrown. Not sure why the officials called the timeout. They're going to resume it here. I guess they were just trying to figure things out. So it looked like a gain of about 2 is going to be a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9, 10-17 to go. The Eagles are on a hot streak here as they are looking to score again in their first drive. They've done it about 3 times this year, a double handoff. It'll be up to Foss again. He gets a gain of about maybe 2 or 3 yards. So slowly inching to about the 5-yard line of the first down.
Braden Foss on the carry. Tackle made by number 22, Alex Durango.
9:55 to go. That'll be 3rd and 7. He gets a pickup of about 2. 9:50 in the first quarter. See if they're going to try to throw it here. Zane Betts lines up on the outside, on the far side, on Carroll's left. Be Foss, Imhoff, and Giesenhagen lined up on the right. Foss playing in the tight end spot. Zane Betts moves from his left to his right. It's pitched over to Zane Betts. He's going to take it up the middle onto the outside, and now he's going to be brought down right around the line of scrimmage. And it looks like the coaching staff is looking for some sort of explanation as to why there was no flag.
Gain on the play brings up 4th down 7.
4th and 7, and it looks like Colby will attempt to go for it here. Giesenhagen and Foss move over to the left along with Zane Betts as he'll line up right next to Kason Carroll on his left. Braden Imhoff on the right on the near side of the field. Imhoff now moves from his right to his left. A fake handoff, looking for a pass. Fast one up the middle and nearly caught by Zane Betts. He had one hand on it and couldn't handle it. It wasn't the best throw. It was thrown sideways, kind of looking like a flying saucer in the air. Zane Betts managed to get a hand on it, but it was still spinning in the palm of Zane Betts' hand, and he just couldn't get a hand on it. So it'll be a turnover. Eagles don't manage to score in their first drive as they've done so many times this season. It'll be the first time for the Scott Beavers. Beavers are 6-1 and tied for first in the league. As there's a handoff up the middle, and it'll be brought back for a loss. Maybe brought back to the line of scrimmage, but the Eagles were on top of it.
Defending for the Eagles, number 52, Tyler Raymer, and number 60, Landon Vogler.
So Raymer and Vogler on the stop there. Maybe a loss of a yard, maybe. 8.5 to go in the first quarter. It'll be 2nd and 10, so no gain and no loss. They'll do it one more time here. A snap and a pitch back all the way in the backfield. Find some room up the middle for a gain of about 3 yards. The 3rd and 7.
Lawson Bailey on the carry. Tackle made by number 51, Kai Lanning.
Kai Lanning doing some work here.
3rd down and 7 for Scott City.
Eight-minute mark, come, gone, and They'll line it up again on their own 39. 7:55 the snap, a handoff faked. Up the middle, a pass, enough for the first down and maybe some more. And two Eagles will take him down as he's down around the 37-yard line, maybe the 36. Jackson Rutgers with the catch. And that's the first down of the game for the Beavers. Okay, the Beavers aren't 6-1 for nothing. They got a good running game and a great passing game. Their quarterback, Dylan Metzger, has done exceptionally well. 45 of 70 passes as here's another hand up the middle, just short of a first down by about 3 or 4 yards. It's passed for well over 600 yards before entering today's game. Guy Tubbs will be credited with the tackle there.
Second down and 3 for Scott Tate.
So a gain of about 7 on the handoff. We hit the 7-minute mark. So tight end, 2 men behind him, a handoff again up the middle, a screenplay, and it looks like Guy Tubbs will be dragged across the line as they still haven't managed to get him down. And finally, muscling his way around.
Initial contact by Guy.
My goodness, Lawson Bailey was dragging Tubbs across the floor. Tubbs got him by 1 foot, but you got to get both. So it's enough for a Beaver first down. They'll go and start at their Colby 23, 6:40 to go. 1st and 10. As the days are getting shorter, it's gotten a lot darker, a lot quicker here. A snap, another handoff up the middle, and the Eagles are on him. A gain of about maybe 2, but quickly brought down.
Stopped by multiple Eagle defenders.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. 6:10 to go in the first quarter. This is the closest either team has made towards their own end zone. 22 yards away from the doorstep. The Beavers now with 3 wide receivers, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. He's going to look for the pass. He's got some room and some time. He passes it over to his running back, and he'll be stopped. Not enough for the first down. But it's Welkers who found his way there. And it was Welkers was lined up in the backfield, not initially a receiver. He was the man that you give the handoffs to. Pass was made around the line of scrimmage. That'll be 3rd and 6, a gain of only 3. The Eagles are going to stop him for another pass play. Looking here, going to his right. He finds a man for enough, and is he going to be in for the touchdown? He is. A touchdown will be good for the Beavers. 20 yards is the official call here at 5:11 in the first quarter. They're going to go for the extra point here. First team that we've seen in a while that goes for the extra point. It's up, and it is good. So we'll be back with more. Scott City leads 7-0 at 5:11 in the first quarter. We'll be back with more on the Funk Up Top, or on 100.3 The Ride. Your home for Colby Eagle football.
Young, beginning, and small farmers and ranchers are driving innovation and change while defining the future of farming. And Farm Credit of Western Kansas wants to be part of this transformation. With your fresh perspectives and creative approaches, combined with the credit expertise you'll find at Farm Credit, will help turn your dreams into success stories. Hi, I'm John Horning. Come see me Mondays from 10 to 2 in Oberlin at the B Building, or call me at 785-462-6714. Farm Credit of Western Kansas, financing ag for generations.
The new school year is underway, and you made sure your kids got all the supplies they needed to be successful. Backpacks, pens, paper, pencils, notebooks. But did you make sure that they had the visual tools they needed to be successful? Hi, this is Dr. Sam Funk with Funk Optometry in Colby, Atwood, and Hoxie. And studies show that up to 80% of learning is visual. Make sure your kids have the visual tools they need to be successful. Call my office today to make an appointment in Colby, Atwood, or Hoxie. And let's make this a successful school year.
Let's get back to the action. This is the Eagles on Radio and Colby Football with Andres Tejeda.
Welcome back to your home for Colby Eagle football on 100.3 The Ride.
By number 22, Alex Tarango.
Jake Edmondson received the kickoff, and they'll mark it around the 34-yard line on Colby's side of the field. If you're just joining us, the Beavers scored first on their opening drive. A handoff up the middle and enough room for about 5 yards. A Beaver came up, pointing to the other way, but it's not going to go the other way. It'll still stay with the Eagles. The Eagles have looked a lot better in the second half of the season, despite losing against Goodland in their... That was the last game they did lose, beating Lakin last week. A pass play, and it looks like Kason Carroll's going to go take it himself, and it will be a loss of about a yard or two. He just lunges.
Carroll on carry, he's dropped for a short loss by number 70, Adrian Elder. Third down and 5 for the Eagles.
It'll be 3rd and 5 from their own 39. His first quarter is flying by just like last week, but the score looked a little bit different. Here's the snap and a pass play. Line drive over to Foss. And he'll be brought down for enough, more than a first down. Actually, that's Tucker Wark. Apologies, Braden Imhoff with the reception. They're going to move it down to their opposing 43-yard line, as there will be a timeout for the Beavers. So both teams taking a timeout will stay here. But that was a much better pass from Kason Carroll than his last pass to Zane Betts in their first drive. A literal line drive toss to Imhoff. The Eagles looking to tie the game here. Clock is stopped at 4 minutes. The Beavers come back out after their call timeout. Looking at the bottom of your screen, it looks like Imhoff is wiping down Coach Reese's back there. Actually, that's Kason Carroll. Telling Coach, calm down, man, we got this. Hard to tell a coach to calm down when you're as passionate as Coach Reese McKinney. You heard him last week. He was very happy with the outcome, obviously being a 5-1 team, putting them 5-2. So we'll line it back up here. On the Beaver 43-yard line, 2 receivers on the right, or the left, and it'll actually be now 1. Handoff off the middle to Zane Betts. He's got a hole and more. He's going all the way to the 30-yard line. Enough for a first down. Zane Betts nearly had enough room to just take it to the house, but was tripped up. Otherwise, we could be looking at a possible tie game here. Zane Betts, the junior. Son of Travis Betts, the athletic director for the Eagles, has been absolutely putting the team on his back. Another handoff up the middle to Zane Betts. He won't get as far, but about a gain of maybe 1 or 2 yards as the whistle finally blows.
Zane Betts on carry, stopped by multiple Scott City defenders.
Scott City, their uniforms reminding me of the Tar Heels. Very familiar colors. Wonder if that's where they get their inspiration from. The receivers are now 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Zane Betts right behind him. Foss moving from his right to his left. It'll be a handoff up the middle to Zane Betts. He's going to get a gain of maybe another 2 yards, maybe 3. Just under 3 minutes now, 2:55 in the first quarter. Be third and about maybe 7.
Betts on the carry. Third down and 7 for Colby.
2:40 on the clock. Scott leads 7-0. Eagles now on the 22-yard line of the Beavers, the closest they have been to their end zone all game long. Receivers on the left and right, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Another handoff to Zane Betts. He finds a hole, maybe not a big hole. A gain of maybe about 1 yard.
Zane Betts on the carry. Brady Walker on the tackle.
Not sure if he did get a gain. Maybe he fell right back on the line of scrimmage. 2:05 here. 4th and 7, so no gain, no loss. 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Zane Betts lined up left of Kason Carroll. The snap. He's rolling to his left. And a pass. And it'll be caught! No catch, says the... Oh my goodness, no catch, says the linesman. He said he caught it out of bounds. Giesenhagen leapt up, made a tremendous catch, but landed out of bounds. It was well past the first yard or the first down line. Definitely would have moved the Eagles further towards the end zone. So another drive goes for not for the Eagles. It'll be the second drive for the Beavers. They'll start at their own 22. 1 minute and 46 seconds is where the clock will lie. Scott City leading 7-0. A handoff to the backfield, and it'll be Foss with the tackle. Maybe a gain of about 1 or 2 yards, but definitely not far from the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Braden Foss. Second down and 9 for Scott City.
The Eagles' passing game has been fairly solid all year long. Kason Carroll, despite his first throw of the game, has looked pretty solid. Hunter Vaughn obviously excels in the running game and the passing game. A snap, it'll be tossed over to the far side. A catch will be made for enough. First down for the Beavers.
Jackson Rumford complete.
Rutgers with the reception.
Tackle made by number 5, Tucker Ward. First down 10.
Clock stops at 1:02. And it resumes 60 seconds left in the first quarter. Scott City leading 7-0. First and 10 at their own 38-yard line. 17 seconds on the game clock. 40 seconds on. Snap, a pass over to the near side. Foss is brought down, and he can't get the tackle. Tubbs tries to make a tackle. He gets past him. It'll be Carroll taking a hand on the receiver. But Tyler Raymer will get the credit. Enough for a first down, so the chain links will move. They've been moving down the field fast. Clock is stopped at 28.4 seconds. Now it runs. We'll see if the Beavers will get a play here. It looks like they will. The snap, handoff to the backfield again. Up the middle, it'll be stopped at around a gain of 5 or 6 yards. Clock under 5 seconds now. And it'll run out as we'll move to the second quarter. We'll take a break here on 1.3 of the ride. You're home for Colby Eagle football.
Farmers, make sure you are taking advantage of all the products and services the High Plains Co-op has to offer, now including their new HPC Risk Management LLC program, helping hard-working farmer members like yourself manage risks in the marketing and crop insurance sector.
Hello, I'm Case Rendell, your crop insurance specialist, offering crop insurance, livestock risk protection, pasture range and forage, and hail insurance. Let me help you reduce your risk and make your crop insurance process as easy as possible, including me coming to your farm.
Who Hoover Lumber is much more than just your ordinary hardware store. They, of course, sell lumber, tools, paint, and many other items, including grill, smokers, and lawn care products. But they also provide services that the typical hardware stores don't. Lose your car keys or fob? Well, they can program and cut keys for all kinds of vehicles, new and old. Have a big gathering coming up? Well, Hoover's rents out high-quality lifetime tables and chairs. Plus, their staffs are knowledgeable and even more helpful, going the extra mile, making sure you're taken care of. It's your not-so-typical hardware store, Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby.
You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby Eagle Football on 100.3 The Ride with Andres Tejeda.
Coaches on an outstanding season and impressive state tournament performance.
Welcome back to 100.3 The Ride, your home for Colby Eagle Football. The girls golf team is being recognized for their achievements. If you joined us in the pregame show, we had a very long and lengthy interview as there's a snap and a flag on the play. False start against the Beavers. So they'll move it on back to about the 10-yard or about the 47-yard line. Actually, apologize, that's the 42-yard line. They'll start 2nd and 10. But if you join us in the pregame show, we had a very lengthy interview that actually is not the entire length. If you want to catch the full exclusive interview, make sure to go to YouTube and watch it. It premiered earlier in our pregame show as it was going live. A deep throw in the corner and nearly intercepted by Kason Carroll.
Metzger's pass to Jackson Rumford is incomplete. Defending for the Eagles, Kason Carroll.
Really just weird play there. Kason Carroll went up, and it looked like that's number 44. Jackson Rumford, as Kason Carroll went up, pushed him from his lower half and nearly flipped him. The referee's got to call that one. He gives him a warning here. There's a snap. They're going to look for another deep throw. He rolls to his left. A pass up the middle, enough for a first down. And he actually gets away and gets way past the first down.
Metzger's pass to Jace Thomas complete. Tackle made by Braden Fox.
Jace Thomas makes the completion there. The Eagle faithful were not happy with that last play. The lineup on the left hash mark, a quick snap, hand up the middle. It's about 5 yards, maybe 4. They'll mark him probably around the 22-yard line here. Welker with the credit. 11:20 here in the second quarter. Scott City leads 7-0. Courtesy of a 20-yard pass to Jackson Rumford. The extra point would be good. Most teams go for the 2-point conversion. This is the team that actually has gone for the extra point. 3 receivers on the left. Tight end snaps a spin move, and up the middle, and it'll be taken all the way to the end zone. A Beaver touchdown as they now lead 13-0 at 10:56. A 22-yard run. So you wait for the official call here. It looks like they will go for the extra point. They'll take a 14-0 lead. Snap, kick is up, and it is good. Scott City takes a 14-0 lead.
Good. Score, Colby 14.
We'll take a quick break here on 1.3 The Ride. You're home for Colby Eagle Football.
The share it with a friend deal. Even if that friend is yourself. Your McDonald's, your rules.
There's a deal for every friendship at McDonald's. Right now, buy a Big Mac, 10-piece chicken McNuggets, or a quarter pounder with cheese, and get the second one for just $1. And pair them with one of our frozen drinks, like the new Fanta Blue Raspberry. Price and participation may vary. Valid for product of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
To guarantee your home's heating and cooling system is ready for whatever the season's weather brings, call McKee Incorporated today. At McKee Incorporated, we're the people you know and trust right in your community. Only McKee Incorporated can give you expert and authentic Lennox quality coupled with savings that make achieving perfect air in your home easier than ever. For a limited time, they're offering $1,200 in rebates and monthly payments as low as $132 on a brand new Lennox system. To get quality Lennox equipment, unmatched savings, and trusted service, think McKee Incorporated and call 785-462-3132 today. Conditions apply.
See dealer for details.
Let's get back to the action. This is the Eagles on Radio and Colby Football with Andres Tejeda.
Welcome back. Kick is received by Zane Betts as he'll take it from about the 20 to the 30-yard line.
Zane Betts on the carry.
If you're just joining us, the Beavers scored again. They take a 14-0 lead. Lawson Bailey is the one who will be credited with the touchdown on the 20-yard run.
29-yard line.
They'll line them up at the 29-yard line of the Eagles as they've now switched sides. Scott City will get the ball in the second half, at the start of the second half. A snap to Kason Carroll, looking for the throw again, and it won't be caught. Just overthrown. It looked like that was to Braden Foss.
Second down and 10 for the Eagles.
It's second and 10. 10:45 to go. They'll do it again from their own 29. Two receivers on the right, one to the left in the tight end spot. It'll be Imhoff to run again from left to right. It'll be a handoff to Zane Betts up the middle. A gain of about maybe 2 yards.
Made by Jace Thomas.
Jace Thomas with the tackle for the Beavers.
Third down 7 for Colby.
So a gain of about 3. 10.5 come and gone in the second quarter. Scott leads 14-0. Both Jackson Rumford and Lawson Bailey taking it to the end zone for the Beavers. Beavers have only had 2 shutouts this year, doing that twice in the first 2 weeks of the season. Receiver on the right, 2 on the left. Zane Betts lined up right behind Kason Carroll. Looks like it'll be a pass play. He rolls to his left, over the middle, and intercepted. A flag is coming out, though. 35 for the Beavers. He's going to run it all the way back, and he's tripped up and around the 15-yard line. However, there is a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. We'll see if the interception stands. Holding against Colby. They have declined the penalty. And the Scott City Beavers will get the ball back at around the 17-yard line. Interception by number 55, Case Armendariz. What a play. So they'll line it up again. Pass up the middle, and they'll throw him outside. It was Welker there, and Imhoff just threw him like a rag doll onto the sidelines.
Second down 9 for the Beavers.
9:45 is where the clock stops. Second and 9, a pickup of just 1. Scott City looking to increase their lead by another 7 here. Second and 9 on their Colby 16. The snap, hand up off the middle to the outside. 2 Eagles chasing him, and he'll be spun out of bounds. Run by Lawson Bailey.
Lawson Bailey on the carry. Tackle made by Guy Tubbs.
Guy Tubbs again taking over for Breon Barton, who suffered an injury last week and is not playing this week. The 3rd and 6, a gain of 3. 9:10 to go in the second quarter. Receiver on either side as they line up on the left hash mark. The snap, it looks like he'll take it for himself. He's running and now running backwards, and he won't get the throw off. What a play by Tubbs. Guy Tubbs absolutely had his number. Clock rests at 9 minutes here. It's 4th and 6.
For the Beavers.
Well, the Beavers go for it. They try to get the field goal. We have yet to see a field goal in play by any team that has faced Colby, and it looks like they will go for it. They're going to line up on the far hash mark as the Colby Eagle fans are getting loud, using their the bleachers to their disposal as noisemakers, and they are, my goodness, you can hear it here, folks. And if you're here, you can feel it. Lined up on the left, 2 receivers on the right, now 3 as there's motion. And a flag. False start against the Beavers, and they're going to move it on back for a loss of 5.
False start called against
the 4th and 11.
4th down and 11.
And they'll move back to their 17-yard line. A second was lost on the play. And only 17 yards to be made up. They've made touchdown runs and passes from beyond the 20-yard line, so they'll do it again. Receivers on the left and right. Rolls back, throw up the middle, and it'll be caught, and no, it'll be dropped! The Eagles stop them! A turnover on downs, and the Eagles will pick it up from their own 17. Braden Foss with an absolute just built a wall there.
Eagles have the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line.
8:54 to go in the half. Scott leads 14-0, but this might be what the Eagles needed to get things started for them. 2 receivers, 3 receivers now on the left. Foss will run up the middle, and it'll be a handoff to Betts. He's got a little bit more room. It's a gain of about maybe 2 yards.
Tackle made by Avery Knoll.
8:40 to go. It'll be a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 at their own 21.
For the Eagles.
And again, it is senior night and pink out night. In the middle of the beginning of the second quarter, they honored the golf team. Another handoff up the middle to Zane Betts. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss.
Betts on the carry, stopped by multiple Scott City defenders.
I don't think there will be a gain. It'll be 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
With pink out night, they're trying to raise money for cancer awareness. Try to get that read in, let you guys know if you're not at the field. Snap, but it looks like it'll be a throw up the middle, nearly taken away. Jace Thomas had a hand on it, just stretched out, got his paw and knocked it down.
4th down and 6 for the
Looks like it was intended to Giesenhagen. 7:45, 4th and 6. It looks like they in fact will punt the ball. So after a big stop from the Eagles, they could not get the first down. A snap and a punt. Off the end of the foot, it's going to roll and be a little short. It just goes past the 50-yard line now to the opposing 45. Now picked up at around the 43, 44-yard line. They'll switch sides here, and the Beavers will take it over from the 44-yard line. 7:36 here in the second quarter. Scott City leads 14-0 thanks to a 20-yard pass to Jackson Rumford, a 22-yard run by Lawson Bailey, with both the extra point attempts being good. A snap, handoff in the backfield. Enough room to keep on going, and my goodness, he's going down to the 30, now to the 20, now to the 10. It'll be a foot race, and he's in for the touchdown. One play, a 56-yard run. Scored at 7:26 in the second quarter here. Looked like that was Lawson Bailey with the touchdown. Going for the extra point, kick is up, and it is good. We'll take a timeout here at 100.3 The Ride. Colby's 0, Scott 21.
Get the latest 5G devices at Nextech Wireless. Now you can get the iPhone 14 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus on us, or up to $999 off any other device. And that's not all. You can also get half off a new Apple Watch when you bring your number to us. Nextech Wireless. We are Kansas.
This is Dr. Kristen Parker from Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. One of the top priorities at our clinic is making sure our patients are comfortable. For some, walking into a doctor's office of any kind can be nerve-wracking. Rest assured, we never ask or force anyone to do anything that compromises their comfort. After all, the whole point of chiropractic care is to make sure you feel better. For effective, comfortable, and professional care, make your next appointment with Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. Learn more at nwkchiro.com.
You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby Eagle Football on 100.3 The Ride with Andres Tejeda.
Welcome back to 100.3 The Ride, your home for Colby Eagle Football. Kickoff was received by Zane Betts. He gets about 10 yards. Giving a live score update, Hugoton is losing to Goodland 16-8 in their second quarter. Goodland tied with the Eagles 2-5. Hugoton 5-2. There's a pass out to the outside, actually a handoff to Zane Betts. He'll get about maybe 2 or 3 yards here.
Tackle made by Jace Thomas.
Jace Thomas makes the tackle, and he's also the one to get the touchdown. A 56-yard run from their own 44. .6:55 to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 8 at their Eagles 22. Handoff faked. A deep pass from Carroll up the middle and just over the head of Zane Betts, who's at around the 43-yard line.
Third down for Colby.
Be 3rd and 8 to go for the Eagles. Jason Carroll's arm and tosses have not been bad. They just haven't connected. The last connected pass from Kaysen Carroll was to Casey Giesenhagen. Kaysen Carroll, KC Giesenhagen. Giesenhagen leapt up for the catch, but came out of bounds when he came down. Here's another pass up the middle to Foss, or apologies, that's Imhoff. And he was brought down before he could even get a hand on it, so it bounced off of him. Be 4th and 8 from their own 22, 6:36 to go. Scott City leading 21-0 here. Jackson Rumford, Lawson Bailey, and Jace Thomas all with touchdowns here in the game. They're going to go ahead and kick it again. Better kick this time. It's going to land just beyond the 50-yard line. And he's going to go down to the 40-yard line. Now to the 30-yard line. He'll be brought down a return of about 32 yards. A big gain there. Alex Tarango with the catch and reception, or the reception and the run.
First and 10 from the Eagle 30.
The 1st and 10 at the Colby Eagle 30. 6:25 to go. Scott leads 21-0. And it'll be a pass up the middle. No one's there.
Metzger's pass for Jace.
Metzger couldn't find a man. That pass actually was just a little short. So they'll do it again. .6:21 to go, 2nd and 10. A long break here as they're now 10 seconds on the game clock. Or the play clock, apologies. Here's a snap, and he looks like for a throw, a short throw over the middle. He's going to get enough for a first down and still pulling one or two Eagles and now brought down. A big hit from the Eagles.
Rumford complete. Defending for the Eagles, Boston Tubbs and Guy Tubbs.
So the Tubb brothers defending there.
First down and 10 for the Beavers.
Enough for a first down for the Beavers. 6:10 in the second quarter. The 1st and 10 for Scott City at the Eagle 15. Pass to the outside, and he's brought down. Gain of about 3 or 4.
By number 60, Landon Vogler.
Landon Vogler with the catch there, or with the tackle.
Second down and 6 for the Beavers.
So a gain of 4. Just around 5.5 to go here in the second quarter. Snap, handoff to the outside, and he's got enough for the first down, just shy of a touchdown.
First down and goal for the Beavers.
Go, Colby!
The Beavers find themselves at the 3-yard line. There's a snap, handoff to the outside, and it's going to be enough for a touchdown.
Boston Bailey on the carry for a Scott State touchdown.
So they'll take another attempt here at the extra point. A 3-yard run here. Hesitation, and it's still good. We'll take a quick break here on 1.3 of the ride. You're home for Colby Eagle football.
With 11 locations across the state, most everyone has a People's State Bank location close to home. The People's State Bank offers loans of all types, including ag, commercial, home, and business, plus a wide range of checking account options as well. Put their knowledgeable staff to work for you. Find out how one of the 11 statewide locations can help you. Visit psbbanks.com. The People's State Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Rip for now, and it needs replaced. Who are you gonna call?
Roof Masters!
Roof Masters Roofing at Colby has been your premier roofing contractor for over 40 years, offering free estimates on all types of roofs, as well as seamless rain gutters and vinyl siding. So give us a call today. What's that number, Jake?
462-6642. I think you better call
Roof Masters!
Let's get back to the action. This is the Eagles on Radio and Colby football with Andres Tejeda.
Welcome back to 100.3 The Ride. You're home for Colby Eagle football. The kick is up, and it's going to go for a touchback here. Looked like Foss thought about
Touchback on the
getting a hand on it.
Eagles ball.
But they'll start it
from their own 20-yard line.
at their own 20-yard line. The Beavers lead 28-0. 5:02 to go in the second quarter. Lawson Bailey with his second touchdown of the night. 5:02 on the clock. One receiver on the outside on Kayson's left. It'll be a handoff to Tubbs. He'll run to the outside, and it'll actually be a loss of about 3 or 4 yards. Well, out of bounds. Or just nearly out of bounds. The clock still will go.
For a loss by number 9, Aaron Morales.
4:40 to go.
Down and 13 for the Eagles.
Second and 13 for the Eagles. 4.5 left in the half. Scott City leads 28-0. Second and 13, second and long from their own 17. Two receivers on the left side. Now only just one. Zane Betts runs from his right to his left. Case and Carroll being chased, and a pass that's going to be incomplete. It was intended for Guy Tubbs.
Guy Tubbs incomplete.
So it'll be third and 13.
Third down and long for the Eagles.
Case and Carroll's tosses have not been better as the game has gone on. He started off really well. First toss was not his best, but his second, third, and fourth tosses for receptions were good. The 4th and 18, or 4 minutes, 18 seconds to go. Third and long for the Eagles at their own 17. The snap, looking for another pass here, looking for a deep pass. It's in the air. Into Casey Giesenhagen. No flag. Casey Giesenhagen was very close to getting the pass there, receiving it. Would have been caught around the 45-yard line of the Beavers, and they'll go ahead and kick it off again. It's the fifth drive for the Eagles. This kick much better. Around the 45-yard line is where it'll be caught. Now past the 50. Now going to his own 40. And he'll be pushed out of bounds around the 30-yard line. He's still not out. And now there's the whistle. I'll bring it back to about a 30, a 20-yard run from Colin McDaniel there. Sure to stick around for the Cornerstone Ag halftime show.
First down 10 for Scott City from the Eagle 31.
3:58 is where the clock rests here before we hit halftime. Scott City leads 20. They've scored on every drive but one. They start their fifth drive. A handoff up the middle, and he's tripped up.
Brady Welker on the carry.
It's Welker. Gain of about maybe 4 yards.
Tripped up on the play by Landon Vogler.
3:42 to go. Second and 8, so a gain of about 2. And Scott City takes a good chunk off of the play clock. Starts at about 30 seconds, but now we are hitting the 15-second mark, because now they finally line up. The snap. Hand up the middle again. And my goodness, there's a hole, and the Eagles have to patch it up quickly, but it's enough for a first down, and it looks like it'll be Tucker Ward to jump on top of his back and bring him down.
Guy Tubbs with several Eagles assisting.
Guy Tubbs is going to be credited with the initial tackle, but I definitely saw a number 5 flying in the air. 3:14 to go. First and 10 on the Eagles 15 for Scott City. They lead 28-0 as we near the 3-minute mark. Another snap and a pass to the outside. And it'll be a pass way further back. A back lateral enough for a first down and more. They get the touchdown. My goodness.
Brady Welker on the carry for a Scott City touchdown.
Be Brady Welker. A 15-yard run after it was initially handed off to Lawson Bailey. Then Lawson Bailey lateraled it back, and they got the touchdown. Kick is up, and it is good. We'll keep it here.
Kick by Science is no good.
Oh, it's no good.
34, Colby 0.
So there is the first miss for the extra point. They now take a 34-0 lead. Brady Welker with his first touchdown of the day. The Beavers have scored 4 times in the second quarter. 2:55 to go in the half. Scott City has taken a huge lead here. A lot of cleaning up to do
Kick off for Scott City.
as the Eagles go into their into halftime in just a few minutes. And if you're joining us on YouTube, it is Pink Out Night and Senior Night. And here comes the kickoff. It's up. A whistle. We might have to redo it. It's going to be caught. It's going to be a penalty. It was Zane Betts with the catch at around the 10-yard line. A great kick here. We'll have to do it again. So you await the call for the penalty. I'm not sure if we'll get one. False start against the Beavers, so they're going to have to move it back about 5 yards, so they'll kick it off from their own 35 now as opposed to the 40-yard line. See if that leg can continue to push it back. The last kickoff was a touchback. Kicker here for the Beavers. Another whistle. Not sure what's going on here. They're going to redo it again. No penalty. They're just calling the whistle. And here we go again for the third time. This kick is up. It's going to be caught at around the 10-yard line again. So still has it. Hole up the middle. He can't find it as it gets patched up by the Beavers. Beavers are good at building those dams. They build one there and they can't get Zane Betts. Zane Betts actually can't get past them.
On the kickoff return.
2:50 to go in the second half, or second quarter.
First down and 10 for the Eagles from their own 23-yard line.
They heard the PA announcer. They'll start at their own 23. First and 10. The Eagles have not been able to cross the 50-yard line since early in the second quarter. A snap and a handoff to Zane Betts. He's going to go to the outside and try to cut inside, but he'll get blocked there. Second and 10. No gain, no loss.
Second down and 10 for the Eagles.
They'll try the running game again. Possible screenplay here is now it'll be Foss to move from the left to right. A fake handoff. And Case Carroll will take it himself. He's tripped up as one Beaver was watching him.
Case and Carroll on the carry.
Looks like that was Case.
Houston Frank.
Apologies, it's Houston Frank. Houston Frank's number 56. I thought it was 55. So Houston Frank
for the Eagles
was the one who watched Case and Carroll take the option play for himself. There was a hole up the middle. Case and Carroll would have gotten maybe the first down and more. 1:48 to go. 3rd and 8 from the Eagle 25. Scott leads 34-0. A snap. They're going to go for the pass play. He runs up the middle and he's going to get stuffed. Case and Carroll, not sure what he was thinking to go up the middle. There was no opening.
Down the line by number 75, Oscar Mendez.
It'll be a loss of yards. It'll be 4th and 11. So a loss of 3 yards. 1:20 to go here. They're going to kick it off again. Another drive that ends up for naught. A high snap. They're going to kick it again. Nearly blocked. It's going to land at the 50 and roll to the 40, now to the 35. Inching to the 30, and it will land at the 31.
The return on the punt by Guy Tubb.
That ball took a lucky bounce and a better roll. That is the furthest in the second quarter where the Beavers will start off. However, they do get big runs, and they move down the field fast. Exactly 60 seconds on the clock before we hit halftime. Be sure to stick around for the Cornerstone Ag halftime show, as we'll unpack and break down the first half for you. If you're just joining us, the Beavers lead 34-0, 1 minute on the clock. They'll start at their own 30. And a pass deep up the middle, and it'll be caught at the 45-yard line. It'll be brought down at the 40. What a pass.
Metzger's pass to Colin McDaniel complete. Tackle made by Boston Tubb. First down 10. For
Colin McDaniel with the reception there. A 30-yard pass. My goodness. So there'll be a
second down 10 for the Beavers.
Weird play there. They'll go 2nd and 10. Not sure if I believe they took a knee or spiked it to stop the clock. 49.6 on the game clock. And we'll do it again. 2nd and 10 at their own 40. Handoff that was fake now. Completed and up the middle he goes. Enough for a first down and more. He'll be down at about the 28-yard line. Maybe the 27. 42.7 to go. Again, these guys, they find a way to make it down the line. And Scott City will take a timeout here. We'll stay here. I said it as soon as they got the kickoff that they know how to move down the field fast. That 60-yard pass up the middle of the field has gotten them where they are now. Now with the first down, they move up to the Eagle 27 after starting at their own 30. So nearly an exact mirror where they started off. The Colby Eagle cheer team trying to get the house rocking here as there is stomping. You can feel it in the press box. Hopefully it doesn't shake our cameras for those of you who are watching online. 42.7 to go as they come back from the timeout that was called by Scott City. Scott leads 34-0, 1st and 10 from the Eagle 27. Two receivers on the right, one on the left. Running back will line up just behind him. And a pass to the corner for the end zone, and no good. Great defensive coverage there
Metzger's pass is incomplete. Defending for the Eagles
by Boston Tubbs. Clock rests at 37.8 now. Be 2nd and 10. When the Beavers are on their side of the field, they rush and they don't waste any time. When they're on the opposing side of the field, they take their sweet time there. Here's the snap, another pass. Looking at the other side of the field, going to the deep end, and it'll be out of bounds. The pass was just too long. Looked like that was going to go to Lawson Bailey in the corner. Would have been enough for the touchdown had it been inbounds. 5 seconds have been shaved off the clock. 32.1 to go in the half. 3rd and 10 for the Beavers. Looks like they're going to go with the passing game again. The snap, he spins. It'll be a handoff to Lawson again. He goes up the middle off to the left, and now he'll be brought down just short of a first down, maybe.
Lawson Bailey on the carry, and this will stop.
And it will be short. Clock running now at 15 seconds. 4th and about 3. Maybe 4th and 1. 10 seconds left to go on the clock, and I think they'll take it into the halftime as we will let the clock run out. We'll be back here on 100.3 The Ride, your home for Colby Eagle football. And actually, no, they will call a timeout with 1.6 to go. They want to make the last drive. They want to score here. They're going to go for it with 4th and 2. They want to score and get the ball back. They want to suffocate the Eagles here so then they don't get a chance to get another possession. It's the 6th drive for the Beavers. They've scored 4 times. It looks like they'll go for the field goal attempt here as their kicker has come out and he's practicing his route. Stretching out the right leg there. Be a 19-yard attempt. It'll actually be about a 24-yard attempt for the field goal. So the kick is up. Will it go through? And it does not. It's just wide.
35-yard field goal attempt by Aldo Munoz.
So that'll take us to halftime. A missed field goal attempt. We'll be back with more Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show coming up next on 100.3 The Ride, your home for Colby Eagle football.
We'll be back with the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show with Andres Tejeda right after this.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darvin and his professional agents in Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. Located at 1675 West 4th Street in Colby and Brewster. Just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services.
SurePoint Ag in Atwood, Kansas has a thrilling opportunity for an electrical or computer engineer. You will create cutting-edge software and electronic systems for SurePoint components. Candidates should be proficient in C, C++, embedded programming for control systems, and Android and iOS programming to ensure smartphone and tablet apps communicate seamlessly with SurePoint products. You'll design wiring harnesses, printed circuit boards, and support SurePoint electronics. Email a resume and cover letter to jobs@surepointag.com to apply. SurePoint Ag is an equal opportunity employer. Learn more at surepointag.com.
Welcome to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show, brought to you by Cornerstone Ag. For all of your grain storage, marketing, and handling needs, get the most for your hard work with the professionals at Cornerstone Ag. Now, with a breakdown of the first half, here's Andres Tejeda.
The band's first song under the direction of Senior Mac Haynes.
Welcome back. It's time for the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show as the Colby Eagle Band is about to give us some background music for us. We're going to play We're Not Going to Take It by the Twisted Sisters. All right, we'll get you your scoring summary here. It's been all Beavers. The Beavers have scored on 4 of their 6 attempts, or 4 of their 6 drives. They started off early in the first quarter, 5-11, a 20-yard pass to Jackson Rumford. Extra point was good. They take a 7-0 lead. That would be it. The Eagles would find a way to stop them in the first quarter. They would then get back at it in the second quarter, 10:56, a 22-yard run by Lawson Bailey. His first touchdown of the night. Extra point is good, 14-0. In the second quarter, 7:26, at 7:26, a 56-yard run by Jace Thomas up the middle of the field would put them up 21-0. That extra point being good, obviously, as they continue to go by 7. At 5:02 in the second quarter, a 3-yard run by Lawson Bailey for his second touchdown, and the extra point being good would put them up 28-0. From about the second quarter, the Eagles would seem to have a better chance to score, just haven't found it. We'll hopefully find a way that Reese McKinney can get some words of wisdom and encouragement to get them back on track. That wouldn't be all that the Beavers would score at 2:55. A 15-yard run by Brady Welker would put them up 34-0. Extra point would not be good after the 15-yard run. And then at 1.6 seconds in the second half, a 24-yard field goal attempt would be no good, and they would stay at 34-0. And that's where we're at here at the halftime show. So, Colby trails 34-0 here as they need to find a way to get back. They'd be the third team that the Beavers had shut out if they can't find a way to score. But we'll let the band take you out to our commercial break, as we'll be back with more on the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. In fact, we'll get you the Colby Community College Student of the Week after this.
Coming up next on the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show, we'll have the Colby Community College High School Student of the Week.
Professor Penny, welcome to Taco John's.
I have crunched the numbers, and it just can't be.
You talking about our new 4-cheese quesadilla?
Yes, it's scientifically impossible. How can you fit melty asadero, queso blanco, Monterey Jack, and cheddar inside?
And chipotle lime sauce and sirloin steak or grilled chicken.
But how?
We, melt it.
Ah, so it's quadrophysics. Got it.
Try the new 4-cheese steak or chicken quesadilla. Only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Download our app to earn free food.
Hi, this is J.L. Evans, Banking Center President at Western State Bank in Colby. I'd like to welcome Brent Moss to our commercial and ag lending team as we continue to grow. Brent joins our Colby Banking Center after more than 13 years as a local lender. He holds a bachelor's degree in finance and has a background in farming. Visit with Brent Moss, Matt Smith, or me, J.L. Evans, at our Colby Banking Center today. Visit WSBKS.com for contact information. Western State Bank, continuing to invest in Northwest Kansas. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hola, soy Brandy con Farmers and Merchants Bank of Colby. Cuando banco con nosotros, siempre puede obtener un servicio amistosa y caras sonrientes para ayudarlo. Ofrecemos cuentas gratis, prestamos, banco por internet y mucho más. Queremos invitarte a nuestro banco donde el proceso es rápido y fácil. Llámanos a 785-460-3321 con cualquier pregunta. Farmers and Merchants Bank, miembro FDIC.
The Chiefs will try a 62-yard field goal. Townsend waits for the go sign. Snap by Winchester. The kick is up. And the kick is up, and it is good! Good! Good!
Sunday, the Chiefs will try to bounce back when they head to the Bay to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Pre-game starts at 2, right here on your home for Kansas City Chiefs football.
100.3 The Ride, brought to you in part by Colby Automotive, Farm Credit of Western Kansas, and the Cowboy Corner Express.
Welcome back to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. Here's Colby Community College High School Student of the Week.
Welcome back to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. This is a new segment that we finally have a little bit of a piece for. It is the Colby Community College Colby High School Student of the Month. And we have 8 students who are being recognized. Getting things started, we'll start off with the freshman class. Congratulations to Cody Wright and Ava Rogers. Sophomore class members Braden Foss and Caitlin Carrillo. Juniors Zane Betts and Maya Rodriguez. And the Colby High School seniors Halil Cardenas and Sydney Brown. Congratulations. These students were nominated by teachers for working with others by sharing ideas, respecting fellow teammates, and doing their fair share of work to accomplish a common goal. Congratulations. These are qualities that will carry you through high school and a successful life. This is coming from Colby Community College. Usually we will have Doug Johnson do this read for us and read out the names of the students of the month. Doug Johnson is the Director of Public Relations for the college. So with that being said, congratulations to all 8 students who are very well deserving, and you'll hear of them every month. For the month of October, and then next month in November we'll have a new set. So congratulations to all 8 of you. We'll be back with more on the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show on 100.3 The Ride, your home for Colby Eagle football.
You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby Eagle football on 100.3 The Ride with Andres Tejeda. When the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show returns, we'll find out who the player of the first half is.
They are geared up and stocked up for fall harvest at American Implement, your John Deere dealer. You'll find a great selection of tractors, combines, grain carts, and other get-her-done fall equipment, a huge selection. Plus the parts department, well, they're stocked up, and the service departments are ready to keep you rolling. Hey, remember, when you visit your local American Implement dealer, you have access to all the inventory at all 14 American Implement locations. That's a big selection. Here's to a safe harvest from American Implement, your Northwest Kansas John Deere dealers in Oakley, Colby, Goodland, and Wheeler.
Dying is one of the few events in life that is certain to occur, yet one we are not likely to plan for. Hi, I'm Jason with Ballman Mortuary in Colby, Atwood, and Oakley. Pre-arranging your funeral service is a great way to make sure your family is taken care of, even after you're gone. At Ballman Mortuary, we'll help you plan ahead and make sure that your wishes are taken care of, from the type of service, monument, and casket you would like. We can set up pre-funding arrangements designed specifically for end-of-life needs. At Ballman Mortuary, we are dedicated to ensuring that your loved one's memories are cherished. See our website at ballmanmortuary.com today for more information.
The all-new Yamaha Grizzly 90 is built to bring maximum fun and off-road excitement to youth ATV riders ages 10 years old and up. With its low-maintenance 90cc engine, an easy-to-use fully automatic CVT transmission with reverse, electric start, and durable proven components, the all-new Grizzly 90 offers confidence-inspiring performance with Grizzly family style. Visit YamahaOutdoors.com today. Then visit Colby Ag Center in Colby to see the all-new Yamaha Grizzly 90. Grizzly 90 is recommended for use only by riders 10 years and older and always with adult supervision. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
The Trojan Trading Post has a lot of items to help you show your Colby Community College pride, such as bags and totes, face masks, jewelry, blankets, and license plates. If you need something to wear, the Trojan Trading Post offers shirts, hoodies, and outerwear in men's, women's, toddler, and even newborn sizes. You can check out the selection at colbycc.edu/gear or stop by the Trojan Trading Post in the Robert Burnett Student Union on the campus of Colby Community College.
You're listening to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. Here is the player of the first half.
Welcome back to 100.3 The Ride. It is loud here as the girls' dance team is dancing to an AC/DC, their own rendition done by the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys girls' dance team. They're doing their own rendition to it, basically their own version of it. It's very well done. So, good shout out to those girls as they continue to entertain every week at Denon Field. Our player of the first half here on the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show, we're going to have to give it to Kason Carroll. Despite the troubles he's been seeing with the passing game, he's been able to run the ball, he's been able to throw the ball. It's just it hasn't been working out so well for him this far in the game, to this point in the game. And so we'll see what happens if Kason Carroll can find his mojo back. He started off the game real hot, real hot, but just needs to find a way to get things back up and running for the Eagles. We'll be back here with more on the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. But you hear the keys to the second half here on 100.3 The Ride.
Coming up next on the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show are the keys to the second half.
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
Delicious food, friendly service, and a fun, relaxed atmosphere. You find it all at El Dos de Oros in Colby. Mexican favorites that your entire family can enjoy. Delicious, sizzling hot fajitas, scrumptious enchiladas, tasty tacos, burritos stuffed to the brim, and of course, the best margaritas around. That's all at El Dos de Oros. Go find them at 1921 South Range Avenue in Colby and enjoy delicious Mexican food.
Welcome back to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. Here are the keys to the second half with Andres Tejeda.
Welcome back. Get things ready here. Get my notes all set. Your keys for the second half, I think we touched about on those just a little bit. The passes have just got to get caught. There were many attempts that were a little long or a little short, but most of them have reached the Eagles. They just haven't been able to bring the catch in. We saw that happen to Zane Betts over the middle. Casey Giesenhagen made the catch, but just was out of bounds, so a little bit more awareness of where these catches are going to be, because it doesn't seem that the Case and Carroll lineup here with him in the quarterback spot doesn't rely too heavily on the running game. Yes, Zane Betts has made a lot of runs, but only one or two of them have been for significant gains, and maybe those two have been enough for first down. So maybe they do switch it to the running game. It just hasn't been used a lot. We haven't really seen it too much. And Case and Carroll just needs to find a way to get those passes to line up. So we're about to get ready here with the second half as the Eagles march onto the field. And the girls' dance team did an absolutely great job with their rendition from the Dallas Cowboys iconic dance there to Thunderstruck by AC/DC. But we'll be back here with more on the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. And thank you for joining us on the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. We'll get ready for second half action here at Denon Field here in Colby, Kansas on Senior Night and Pink Out Night. We'll be back on 100.3.
Young, beginning, and small farmers and ranchers are driving innovation and change while defining the future of farming. Farm Credit of Western Kansas wants to be a part of this transformation. With your fresh perspectives and creative approaches, combined with the credit expertise you'll find at Farm Credit, we'll help you turn those dreams into success stories. Hi, I'm Tyrell Robin. Come see me on Thursdays from 10 to 2 in Grainfield at the Grainfield Community Building, or give me a call at 785-462-6714. Farm Credit of Western Kansas. Financing ag for generations.
The new school year is underway, and you made sure your kids got all the supplies they needed to be successful. Backpacks, pens, paper, pencils, notebooks. But did you make sure that they had the visual tools they needed to be successful? Hi, this is Dr. Sam Funk with Funk Optometry in Colby, Atwood, and Hoxie. And studies show that up to 80% of learning is visual. Make sure your kids have the visual tools they need to be successful. Call my office today to make an appointment in Colby, Atwood, or Hoxie. And let's make this a successful school year.
Let's get back to the action. This is the Eagles on Radio and Colby Football with Andres Tejeda.
Are selling music booster cards. If you have a music student at home,
welcome back.
Booster cards come home.
Getting ready for the third quarter to start here. However, we do want to use this time to recognize the seniors who are a part of the athletics department here. Give me the football seniors: Logan Hager, Landon Kreutzer, Landon Vogler, Tyler Remmer, Breon Barton, Hunter Vaughn, and Braden Imhoff have done a great job this year. The Colby High School cheers seniors: Kendall Dixon, Tessa Hill, Cameron Elling, Shayla Trail, Mackenzie Call, Beatrice Gonzalez, Ava Showers, and Trinity Monk. And the Colby High School dance seniors: Melissa Zimmerman, Julian Carror, Cassandra Zimmerman, Destiny Clark, Paige DeGood, Madison Fabruzius, apologies on the butchering of the last name, Allie Bartlett, and Caitlin Williams. And then we'll toss it over to the band: Darius Morrison, Gabby Griffin, Kayla Yeager, Shayla Trail, Destiny Clark, Madison Fabruzius, again on also the dance team, Ethan Aurora, Landon Kreutzer, Jaleel Cardenas, and Mac Haynes. And then obviously to the seniors and the tennis players, the seniors and Kaylin Williams, Brinley Sims, and Marin King. You can hear them in an exclusive interview here on YouTube. Full interviews there. And then the girls' tennis seniors: Paige DeGood, Samantha Dietrich, Melissa Zimmerman, Cassandra Zimmerman, Allie Bartlett, and Gabby Griffin. You heard Samantha Dietrich on the show earlier as well. in the pregame show. But again, that full interview is live and on YouTube as we're going to get started here. Eagles will kick it off. And it's going to be a squib kick. It'll roll to about the 30. Gets touched and then rolls out of bounds and nearly taken away by the Eagles. Not sure who was flying there. It looked like Boston Tubbs. No, that was Caden Youngman. Let's see here as the numbers get closer to me. I can see them better. No, that's Talon Wark.
Got a ball first down 10 from their own 26.
Who was flying across to try to get the ball back. So the third quarter will start. Only 1 second shaved off after the initial touch. They'll start at the 26-yard line. Again, the Beavers know how to run the game well. This one going to the outside, and now it'll be brought down as they push them back. Colby needs to find a way to stop them here and early.
Second down and 8 for the Beavers.
So it'll be 2nd and 8, 11 and a half in the third quarter. Beavers lead 34-0, and they'll be on their own 29. The receivers to the right, and it'll now be just 2 as they'll motion them back to the left and actually put them on the O-line. Snap, he'll run to his right, a deep pass into the corner, and it won't be caught, just outside the reach of the Beavers. At least that throw was intended for Alex Tarango. And around the 40-yard line of the Eagles. So another deep pass by Dylan Metzger. Dylan Metzger, the senior, stands at even 6 foot, 170 pounds. Here's the snap, another fake handoff. They're going to pass it up the middle, short, and it's going to be enough for a first down and more. The flag is thrown. He's up the middle at the 40. He'll be brought down at about the 35. But there is a flag that went up the middle. We'll see who that goes against. Might be against the Eagles here. It was against them earlier in the last play. It is against the Beavers.
An eligible man downfield called against the Beavers.
The PA announcer makes the call, an ineligible receiver. So they're going to move him back.
Third down and 13.
5 yards. 3rd and 13. Moved back to the 23-yard line. Clock resumes, just passing 11 minutes. Three receivers on the right, one on the left. Running back on the right side at the snap. He's going to look for another deep pass. He waits, now firing it to the outside, and it won't be caught. What a defensive play by Kason Carroll. He got a finger on it. So the quarterback continuing to help out the team, and they put him 4th and 14. They're going to kick it off here. Looks like it'll be Foss in the backfield to receive the kick, as the Eagles stop them in their own end. It's the first time tonight that's been done. So 2 drives where the Beavers don't score. A great kick, by the way, as it lands at the 30. It's going to bounce and take another hop forward to about the 20-yard line. It'll be touched. Colin McDaniel with the touch there to keep it at about the 20-yard line for the Eagles. A great kick.
There's a white Ford Fiesta with Kansas 613 PNH tag with lights on just outside the fence on the north side of the stadium.
10:26 to go here in the third quarter.
Eagles drive and first down.
Colby will get their first drive of the third quarter. Handoff to Betts. He'll be brought down just around the line of scrimmage. So no gain, no loss.
Betts on the carry.
2nd and 10 at their own 20.
2nd down and 10 for the Eagles.
Ten-minute mark hit now passed. Scott City leads 34-0. Two receivers on the right and on the left. Zane Betts on the middle here. He runs to his right after the snap, and he'll be brought down for a loss of about 5 yards, maybe 4. But Case and Carroll could not find a way to let go of the ball.
By Case and Carroll, he's stopped behind the line.
It'll be 3rd and 15.
For Colby.
Now 9.5 minutes come and gone. Here in the third quarter. 3rd and long for the Eagles. They're going to go with another pass play. Same 2 receivers on the right, 3 on the left. Carroll finds a way to get back. He's chased. Now he's going to find Zane Betts up on the right side. A quick pass and maybe a gain of maybe 1 yard.
He's pushed out of bounds by Aaron Morello.
I realized I just said yards for a singular yard. 1 yard pickup, if that. Actually going to pick up about 4.
11 for the Eagles.
So I was right on the plural yards, the wrong numeral amount. 9:14 to go. The clock stops as Betts went out of bounds. And the Eagles will have to kick it off again. It lands at about the 43 and now back to the 40, and Imhoff will pick it up at the 40.
The return on the punt by Guy Tubbs.
It's like Guy Tubbs was the man to kick it off. 9:05 on the clock. So Scott City will start at the Eagle 40. Multiple times the Eagles have not been able to kick it past the 40-yard line or turn it over, as the handoff up the middle gets about 5 yards, and now a little bit more, and now it'll be brought back and down. Put on his back by, looks like,
Brady Walker on the carry. Tackle made by Guy Tubbs.
It was Guy Tubbs with the tackle, and Tyler Raymer.
2nd down and 5 for the Beavers.
So pick up a 5. 8:40 to go in the third quarter. Scott leads 34-0. So saying Scott has found a way to start their drives on the opposing side of the field. Here's a handoff on the outside, a flag now thrown, and a second flag. There are 2 different types of penalties here. Definitely enough for a first down, but we'll see what the flags are. May have been flags against each team. There was one on the side of the Beavers, and then about a second or 2 later, a flag thrown high in the air against the Eagles. So first flag is against the Beavers. It'll be a holding call. See what the second flag is for, if they call it here. Doesn't look like there will be a second call, but it will be against the Beavers, and they'll be 2nd and 11. So it would have been a first down, is now a loss, about 6 yards. They'll line it up again, now at the Eagle 41-yard line. 8:25 to go, 2nd and 11. False start blatantly called.
Flag on the play.
Adrian Elder jumped way too early. About to start a Euro step there, and they'll move it back another 5 yards. 2nd and 16 to go. Second and long, 8:25 to go. Now at the Eagle 46. A fake handoff, and he's going to look for a long throw, but the Eagles get on top of him. My goodness. That's the first sack for the Eagles. Looks like
Metzger dropped in the backfield by Kai Lanning.
That was Kai Lanning and Tyler Raymer, who are all over Metzler.
3rd down and 18 for the Beavers.
3rd and 18. They started the drive with a gain of 5 yards, then the penalty, and another penalty, and now the sack. 7:50 to go. 3rd and long. The snap, looking for a deep drive here. The passing game has been good. Finds a man up the middle, and he falls on his own power. Gets slipped up. Can't even make it back to about the 10-yard line where they would have started. So 4th and 12. They couldn't find a way to get it back. Again, the passing game has been good. The reception was there. Man was wide open. But he slipped up right about around the top of the E, the second E in the name Eagles. That's on the ground on the near side of the field. They're going to go for it, or they're going to punt it off. 4th and 12. The kick is up, and it'll be hit and rolled into the end zone for a touchback.
Touchback on the punt by Brady Walker.
And so the Eagles managed to get to stop them again on turnovers in the 3rd quarter. The Eagles will now make their 8th drive of the game. Have not found a way to score. They'll start from their own 20 here. 7:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Eagles have not found their way past the 50-yard line since the 1st quarter. 2 receivers on the right. Now it'll be 2 on the left. Handoff up the middle to Zane Betts. He's still pushing his way through. Now finally the Beavers are pushing him back. And the whistles will blow.
Stopped by multiple Scott City defenders.
They pick him about maybe 1 or 2 yards. We'll see where they mark it. So it will be a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7, 6:54 or 48.9 to go. Scott City leads 34-0. 20 seconds on the play clock. As the Eagles look to drive down the field and try to get another first down. Another handoff and double handoff up the middle. He's found some room, but he's got multiple Beavers to put him down. A gain of maybe 4 yards. 6:20 to go. So it was a handoff to Betts now, then to Foss. So there's a gain of 4. 3rd and 3. 6:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Eagles looking for their first down of the half. They haven't been able to get one since the early beginnings of the 2nd half. Foss in motion, another fake handoff. Cason Carroll rolls to his left. He's being chased by multiple Beavers. Throws it. He's going to roll it and incomplete. It looked like he was possibly out of bounds.
Brings up 4th and 3 for the
which would have been a loss of yards if he had gone out of bounds. So smart on Carroll to throw it right before he finds his footing outside of the grid lines. 5:51 is where the clock will lie as they looked like he was trying to get out of bounds. But it'll be 4th and 3, and the Eagles are going to go for it. They can't make the completion. The Beavers will start again in Eagle territory on the Eagles' 27-yard line. Looking for a pass. A deep throw up the middle. Looks like it'll be for an interception. It'll be caught. He'll go to the left side. Going nearly out of bounds. He's going to just toe the line and then finally get out of bounds at around the 12-yard line. Avery Knoll was just sitting there waiting for the pass. So instead of the turnover on downs and getting back to about the 17-yard line, they're going to put him at the 10. The 1st and goal for Scott City.
Down and 10 for the Beavers from the 10-yard line.
Avery Knoll with quite the run from beyond the 50-yard line, now all the way to the 10-yard line. The lineup on the far left hash mark. The snap, they're going to look for the throw in the corner, and it will be caught, and is it enough? And they'll be just short. So it'll be marked 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Metzger's pass was complete.
As it looked like the Beavers receiver tried to outstretch his arm to get past the pylon, but just came up short. 5 minutes to go here. A flag. False start, and it will be against Scott City. So they'll move down 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and goal, but it'll be pushed back to the 6-yard line.
Second down and 6 for Scott City.
2nd and goal, 4:45 to go. Three receivers on the right. Tight end now moves from his left to his right. They're going to go with the screen play, running out the outside, and it's going to be enough for the touchdown.
Metzger on the carry for a touchdown.
Metzger will take it to the house, and it'll be a 40-0 lead for the Beavers. .429 on the clock. A 6-yard run for Metzger. The kick is up, and it's good.
Conversion kick by Simon.
We'll take a quick break here. We'll be back with more on 100.3 The Ride, your home for Colby Eagle football, as they trail 40-0.
Farmers, make sure you are taking advantage of all the products and services the High Plains Co-op has to offer, now including their new HPC Risk Management LLC program, helping hardworking farmer members like yourself manage risks in the marketing and crop insurance sector.
Hi, this is Lyle Russell, your local grain marketing specialist. Contact me today at 785-269-7716, and I can help you establish and create profitability through custom marketing plans for your farming operation.
Hoover Lumber is much more than just your ordinary hardware store. They, of course, sell lumber, tools, paint, and many other items, including grill, smokers, and lawn care products. But they also provide services that the typical hardware stores don't. Lose your car keys or fob? Well, they can program and cut keys for all kinds of vehicles, new and old. Have a big gathering coming up? Well, Hoover's rents out high-quality lifetime tables and chairs. Plus, their staffs are knowledgeable and even more helpful, going the extra mile, making sure you're taken care of. It's your not-so-typical hardware store, Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby.
You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby Eagle Football on 100.3 The Ride with Andres Tejeda.
Kickoff.
So we're back on 100.3 The Ride, your home for Colby football. Zane Betts touched it. Did not find a way to move the ball. He was just pushed right out of bounds. .427 to go in the third quarter. The Eagles will take it from their own 23-yard line. A snap. They're going to go for the pass again. Looking. He's going to run it himself. Kason Carroll gets about 5 yards and more for the first down. Diving past the pylon at the end. Obviously, the first down marker. That's their first down since, I'd say, about the end of the first quarter, maybe even the second quarter. The Eagles have not been able to convert for a first down in a long time. Kason Carroll ran it himself. And they'll do it with three runners on the left, one on the right. Kason Carroll looking for another pass. A deep throw. Looks like it'll be Zane Betts. It's tipped away. What would have been nearly a perfect throw to Betts was tipped.
Ball tipped by Alex Tarango.
Alex Tarango got a paw on it, but it looks like Colin McDonald, who was also part of the scrum, is hobbling off the field to the sidelines. We hope he'll be okay. He'll come out of the game here. Clock rests at 4:03. The receivers to the right, two to the left. Kason Carroll trying to get the passing game going here. It'll be a handoff actually to Braden Imhoff, and my goodness, the Beavers saw the fake play and took him down for about a loss of 5 yards.
Third down and 14 for Colby.
The 3rd and 14. 3:40 to go in the third quarter. Beavers lead 41-0. And a flag here as the ball was dropped after the snap.
Correction, timeout called by the Beavers.
That should be a timeout called by the Beavers. We'll keep it here for now. Case and Carroll really trying to get the passing game with these deep tosses. However, there's too much hang time, which gives the Beavers enough time to find themselves to camp under the ball. And that pass to Zane Betts was on a dime, but because it was so high in the air for so long, Zane Betts had to camp underneath it, but the Beavers found a way to come into his area, and while they weren't next to Zane Betts, they were enough to get an arm to knock the ball out of the air. So, while the Beavers did call a timeout, the head coach for the Eagles, Reese McKinney, is going to use this time to try to draw up a new game plan or give him some new words of wisdom here. So they'll go for it again, 3rd and 14, 3:27 to go. We'll have a receiver to the right, 3 to the left. Looks like it'll be Imhoff to go from his left to his right, and my goodness, he found a way to get to the quarterback, Case and Carroll, for another loss. They're going to put him all the way back to the 25-yard line. That's a big loss and a big hit to the Eagles. 4th and 19. Case and Carroll needs to get rid of the ball quicker. Clock now at 2:55. Fourth and long from the Eagle 26-yard line. First down is at the 45. They're going to go ahead and punt it away. Ball's in the air. Will land around the 48-yard line and bounce. And it was dropped almost, but then recovered by the Scott City Beavers. He's going down to the 50. A flag's now on the play. He's down to the 30. Now to the 25-yard line, and he's going to cut up at the 15.
Alex Tarango on the punt.
We'll see what the flag is for and who it's against. But again, the Beavers find a way to get back into Eagle territory on the turnover. Clock stops at 2:23. As we await the call, the flag is lying around the 44-yard line of the Beavers, and it'll be against the Beavers. So they're going to go ahead and move it all the way back to the 34-yard line from where it was touched. Because it was initially touched, then dropped, and then re-corralled. Or trying to find a word there. It was corralled again by the Beavers, and they found a way to pick it up and take it to about the opposing 25-yard line, or about the 15. So they're going to go from where it was touched and then take it back even more. They line it up on the 34-yard line of the Beavers. They will start on their own end now, first time in a while. Fake handoff, and they'll be pitched away. One tackle broken, and now being dragged. He breaks another tackle. Stiff arms it now to the 50, to the 40, running to the 30, to the 20. My goodness, to the 10, and wow. He breaks 4 tackles. A 66-yard run for a touchdown by Lawson Bailey. For about a couple seconds, Guy Tubbs was being dragged before he lost his grip. My goodness. They're going to go for the extra point here. Kick is up, and it's good. They take a 47-0 lead here in the third quarter. 1:20 to go. We'll be back with more on 100.3 The Ride. You're home for Colby Eagle football.
The share it with a friend deal, even if that friend is yourself. Your McDonald's, your rules.
There's a deal for every friendship at McDonald's. Right now, buy a Big Mac, 10-piece chicken McNuggets, or a quarter pounder with cheese, and get the second one for just $1. And pair them with one of our frozen drinks, like the new Fanta Blue Raspberry. Price and participation may vary. Valid for product of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
To guarantee your home's heating and cooling system is ready for whatever the season's weather brings, call McKee Incorporated today. At McKee Incorporated, we're the people you know and trust right in your community. Only McKee Incorporated can give you expert and authentic Lennox quality coupled with savings that make achieving perfect air in your home easier than ever. For a limited time, they're offering $1,200 in rebates and monthly payments as low as $132 on a brand new Lennox system. To get quality Lennox equipment, unmatched savings, and trusted service, think McKee Incorporated and call 785-462-3132 today. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Let's get back to the action. This is the Eagles on Radio and Colby football with Andres Tejeda.
Welcome back to 100.3 The Ride. You're home for Colby Eagle football. We have a running clock, as according to the GWAC rules, a 40-point lead constitutes a running clock. Scott City leads 12-0. Or apologies, 48-0. There are 12 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Zane Betts with the recovery on the kickoff. And they'll put him at the 29-yard line. So Lawson Bailey with a 66-yard run at 2:07.
Reminder that immediately following the game, we'll have senior night festivities. Seniors and parents, please be at the east end.
The Eagles will start on the other side of the field at their own 30. The Eagles will start it again from their own side of the ends, or own side of the gridiron. So once the snap, it'll be a running clock. So it'll be Zane Betts. It'll be a fake and a pass over to Tucker Wark. Nearly fooled me. It looked like it was Zane Betts who was going up the middle. Pass is incomplete, but the clock will continue to run. 11:40 seconds to go. Second and 10. Eagles need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The snap, a handoff to Zane Betts again up the middle. He finds a hole and a little bit more. Gain of about 4 yards.
Tackle made by number 79, Baylor Vasquez.
Baylor Vasquez with the tackle.
Down and 7 for the Eagles.
11:05 to go. Scott City leads 48-0. We haven't seen this. There's a whistle here. They're going to stop the clock.
Officials timeout.
The officials will be calling the timeout as announced by the public address announcer. The clock now resumes at 10:56. A snap, they're looking for another pass play. Up the middle, and caught by Imhoff at the 50, now going to the 45. And that's the biggest play that the Eagles have had since about the first quarter. They get the first down and a lot more.
Reception's good for an Eagle.
Eagles find some life here. Two receivers on the left, one on the right. Betts lines up behind Carroll. There'll be another quick handoff to Zane Betts. He gets a gain of about maybe 4 or 5 yards.
Zane Betts on the carry, tripped up by number 55, Case Armendariz.
They're trying to inch further towards the first down. It looks like that's the game plan, inching towards the first down on the running game and then get the chunks out with the pass from Carroll to his receivers. It'll be Giesnagen on the left side, Imhoff on the right, and Wark on to his left. The handoff to Zane Betts. He'll be tripped up past the 40-yard line. A big gain
on the carry, tackle made by number
of about 4 yards. Looks like it'll be third and 3. So many numbers moving on the scoreboard. When I take a glance, my eyes shift. 9:20 to go, 3rd and 3. As the Eagles are finally in Beaver territory. Double handoff again. Tucker Wark will take it, and he might just show up short of a first down. Might have gotten a yard. 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 4th and 2nd. As this drive, this first down conversion has all been running plays. We'll see what they'll do here. 2 receivers, one on the left, one on the right. And they'll go with another handoff play to Betts. It'll be a fake. Cason Carroll jukes out a man and gets the first down. He's being brought down by 3 Eagles, and that's enough for an Eagle first down. What a great heads-up play there.
By number 20, Nathan LeBeau.
Cason Carroll's carry, alliteration there, was enough for the first down. He was faking it to Betts. Then he faked it to Wark. Then he took off, juked out a Beaver, and found his way across for the first down. They'll be on the Beaver 34, 8 minutes to go here in the half. Two receivers on the left, one on the right. Imhoff now from the right moves across to the left. Handoff to Zane Betts. He's going to get enough for 5 yards, enough for a first down. He was tripped up about 5 yards in, turned around and let his back fall across the first yard line, or the first down line, but it looks like they'll say that he was just short. But he's 2nd and 1. 7:25 to go.
2nd down 1 for Colby.
Looking for back-to-back first down runs here. Another handoff to Betts. And it looks like it might be just short.
Zane Betts on the carry. Baylor Vasquez on the tackle. 3rd down 1 for the Eagles.
And it doesn't look like he had enough. 3rd and 1, 6:50 to go. And they go for it here. And it'll be enough for a first down. Zane Betts is across, and he'll get to just shy of the 20-yard line.
Tackle made by number 81, Tracer Chapman. Betts' carry picks up for Colby.
So they get 3 first downs. They're looking for their 4th and maybe the end zone here. 6:20 to go. Trying to prevent the shutout. Or the 3rd shutout for Scott City. Giesnaken and Wark go to the left. Imhoff on the right. Betts to the right of Cason. And he'll go to Zane Betts, but he's brought down immediately. He lost about 1 or 2 yards.
Tackle for loss by number 53, Emilio Contreras.
That'll be 2nd and long, 2nd and 13.
For the Eagles.
5:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Five and a half now as the clock continues to run. Two receivers on the left. Two on the right. Now Imhoff from the right moves to his left. There'll be a handoff, and Cason Carroll will take it himself, but he'll be stopped. Be 3rd and 13 again.
Tackled by Jacob Irwin.
Imagine that they're going to go for the pass play here. Maybe even try for the touchdown. 5 minutes now come and gone.
For Colby.
3rd and 13 again. Thirteenth play for Colby. Going to turn around, go to his left. He's going to look in the corner, and it's intercepted by the Beavers. He's got enough to get past where they started, and he'll be brought down around the 35-yard line. We'll take a timeout here. 1.3 The Ride, your home for Colby Eagle football.
Get the latest 5G devices at Next Tech Wireless. Now you can get the iPhone 14 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus on us, or up to $999 off any other device. And that's not all. You can also get half off a new Apple Watch when you bring your number to us. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas.
Pain can affect everyone. It pays no attention to age, body type, or gender. This is Dr. Kristen Parker with Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. We treat patients of all ages from infants to the elderly using tried and true traditional techniques and our constantly updated advanced technology. I see pregnancy patients on a regular basis as well, with safe treatments that often bring much needed comfort. Effective, comfortable, and professional care for all at Northwest Kansas Chiropractic Clinic. Learn more at nwkchiro.com.
Welcome back. 1.3 The Ride, your home for Colby Eagle football. A throw that's nearly intercepted by the Eagles. The Beavers got the interception and were brought down at their own 34. 2 plays have gone by and no gain. It's 3rd and 10 as the clock hits 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. .250 to go. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. He'll roll to his left. A pass to the outside. He gets the catch for the first down and more. He turns at the 50, down to the 40. He's brought down at around the 32.
Pass from Camden Baltimore to Brooks Bailey, complete. Tackle made by number
Brooks
25.
Bailey, the sophomore, and the backup quarterback. With the reception, they're going to go to their Eagles 32. 2:15 to go. It's been a tough night for the Eagles. The snap, another handoff up the middle. Zane Betts gets a man, and they're going to go ahead and bring him down. He uses these forward progress and weight to get him to about the 26-yard line. Second and 3, 1:45 to go. Receiver on the left and on the right. Handoff up the middle, and one man had him, but then he slipped out of the Eagles' grip. He may have gotten just beyond the first-yard line, or maybe just a little short. Looks like it will be 3rd and 1. So he was just short of the first down. So we near the 60-minute marker. And now we are at 1 minute left to play. Looks like Colby will take a loss in the shutout. The pitch over to the right side, and he'll be running, and he's nearly got enough for a first down. We'll see where they mark it. Clock will continue to run despite him going out of bounds. 40 seconds left to go. It looks like that'll be it, unless the Beavers want to make one last play here. Cheerleaders are Trying to get the crowd back into it to give them one last cheer for the regular season. So they do get the first down. They'll go 4th and 1 here. Run up the middle for enough. More than enough for a first down, but the clock will wind down with 4, 3, 2, and 1 with the final score. Scott City shuts out the Eagles. Eagles shut out for their second time this year. Final score 48-0. We'll be back after these messages here on 100.3 The Ride. You're home for Colby Eagle football.
With 11 locations across the state, most everyone has a People's State Bank location close to home. The People's State Bank offers loans of all types, including ag, commercial, home, and business, plus a wide range of checking account options as well. Put their knowledgeable staff to work for you. Find out how one of the 11 statewide locations can help you. Visit psbbanks.com. The People's State Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Roof's worn out and it needs replaced. Who you gonna call?
Roof Masters!
Roof Masters Roofing at Colby has been your premier roofing contractor for over 40 years, offering free estimates on all types of roofs, as well as seamless rain gutters and vinyl siding. So give us a call today. What's that number, Jake?
462-6642. I think you better call
Roof Masters!
Stay tuned for the Farmers and Merchants Bank post-game show with Andres Tejeda.
Today on Hey Culligan, soft water, cleaner environment. What do you say, Greg?
Hey Culligan, are you saying if I have a Culligan high-efficiency water softener, I'm also helping the environment?
It sounds like you're saying it, Greg, and yes, you are, because with the Culligan high-efficiency water softener, you'll use less detergent, soap, and harsh chemicals, and that's good for the planet.
Now you're saying it.
You bet I am, Greg. Soft water and a cleaner environment is already on the way.
See your local Culligan dealer, Shepner's Water Conditioning in Goodland and Colby.
A little rain isn't going to stop you. When it comes to protecting your farm's inventories, livestock, and equipment, we'll make sure your buildings work just as hard as you do. We're your local Butler builder. With us, you'll get the advanced engineering of Butler Manufacturing, the industry's leading provider of building systems. Give us a call. We're your local Butler builder.
In Northwest Kansas, call Stevens Construction at 785-462-7571 to discover the difference a Butler building can make.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darvin and his professional agents in Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. Located at 1675 West 4th Street in Colby and Brewster. Just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services.
SurePoint Ag Systems is hiring in all departments as they continue to grow. The recently announced joint venture with John Deere is creating numerous growth opportunities. Sales, customer support, on-site product installation, accounting and admin support, engineering and warehouse, on-site and remote positions are available. To apply, please email your resume and cover letter to jobs@surepointag.com. They're an equal opportunity employer. Learn more about SurePoint Ag Systems at www.surepointag.com.
Welcome to the Farmers and Merchants Bank post-game show, brought to you by Farmers and Merchants Bank, with 2 locations to better serve you. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC. Here's Andres Tejeda.
Welcome back to 100.3 The Ride. You're home for Colby Eagle football. Final score, Scott City Beavers 48, Colby Eagles 0. Give you the scoring summary here. First quarter, 5-11, 20-yard pass to Jackson Rumford. The extra point would be good to give them a 7-0 lead. They wouldn't score again in the first quarter as the Eagles would find a way to stop them. In the second quarter, 10:56 to go. 22-yard run by Lawson Bailey would put them up 13-0. Extra point would put it 14-0. The score again in the second quarter at 7:26. A 56-yard run, a big run by Jace Thomas puts them up 20-0. Extra point puts them up 21-0. Again at 5:02 in the second quarter, a 3-yard run by Lawson Bailey, his second touchdown of the day. Put him up 27-0. Extra point would be good for 28-0. At 2:25 in the second quarter, 15-yard run by Brady Welker. That would be the first time that the extra point would be missed. So it would be 34-0. The Beavers would attempt a 24-yard field goal with 1.6 seconds to go in the second quarter. It would be just outside, a little left. It would still say 34-0. In the third quarter, at 4:29, a 6-yard run by Dylan Metzler, the quarterback, would put him up 40-0. The extra point would be good. Put him up 40-0, or 41-0. Again in the third quarter, 2:07, a 66-yard run, the biggest run for a touchdown by Lawson Bailey. Give him the hat trick for touchdowns. The extra point would be good, and they would take a 48-0 lead. No one would score in the fourth quarter. That would be the tail of the tape for the game. So again, final score, Beavers 48, Eagles nothing. We'll be back with more. So we'll go talk to Reese McKinney and give you your Dodge Ram Tough Player of the Game. We'll be back with more on the Farmers and Merchants Bank post-game show on 1.3 The Ride. You're at home for Colby Eagle football.
Coming up next on the Farmers and Merchants Bank post-game show, we'll get a word from Colby Eagles head coach Reese McKinney.
Professor Penny, welcome to Taco John's.
I have crunched the numbers, and it just can't be.
You talking about our new 4-cheese quesadilla?
Yes, it's scientifically impossible. How can you fit melty asadero, queso blanco, Monterey Jack, and cheddar inside?
And chipotle lime sauce and sirloin steak or grilled chicken.
But how?
We, melt it.
Ah, so it's quadrophysics. Got it.
Try the new 4-cheese steak or chicken quesadilla. Only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Download our app to earn free food.
Hi, this is J.L. Evans, Banking Center President at Western State Bank in Colby. I'd like to welcome Brent Moss to our commercial and ag lending team as we continue to grow. Brent joins our Colby Banking Center after more than 13 years as a local lender. He holds a bachelor's degree in finance and has a background in farming. Visit with Brent Moss, Matt Smith, or me, J.L. Evans, at our Colby Banking Center today. Visit WSBKS.com for contact information. Western State Bank, continuing to invest in Northwest Kansas. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Is your bank account stressing you out with too many fees or not enough interest? Or maybe you're wanting to see your hard-earned money sooner? Let us help. Hi, this is Kaylee Raymer with Farmers and Merchants Bank. We can offer you a free account that pays an APY of 3% interest on your daily balances. Not to mention the refund on nationwide ATM fees, and you can also get your paycheck up to 2 days earlier. Stop in or call us to ask how you qualify for this elite way of banking with our Elite Cash account. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
The Chiefs will try a 62-yard field goal. Townsend waits for the go sign. Snap by Winchester. The kick is up. And the kick is up, and it is good! Good! Good!
Sunday, the Chiefs will try to bounce back when they head to the Bay to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Pre-game starts at 2, right here on your home for Kansas City Chiefs football.
100.3 The Ride, brought to you in part by Colby Automotive, Farm Credit of Western Kansas, and the Cowboy Corner Express.
Welcome back to the Farmers and Merchants Bank post-game show. Here's head coach Reese McKinney with Andres Tejeda.
Julian Traore. Julian is the
Welcome back to the Farmers and Merchants Bank post-game show. Coach Reese McKinney has not made his way up here yet, so we may not get an interview with him. He's still on the field talking with the coaches and players. We might get him in the next segment, but let's actually talk about our next segment, that being the Farmer, or the Dodge Tough Player of the Game. We'll have to give it to Zane Betts. He was absolutely carrying the ball real well tonight. I also give it to Kason Carroll, taking a lot of big hits, but also staying in the game and continuing to play. He did find a way in the end of the game to make some more completions before the interception. So unfortunately there, it'll be a little tough. But Kason Carroll, for his first start of the year, wasn't able to find his way to get a touchdown. He does have one touchdown on the year. But it was a tough one tonight as we are listening to the senior night appreciation all the participating teams of the fall, being the football seniors, the band seniors, dance seniors, tennis seniors, and golf seniors, as well as the cheer seniors, are being honored and recognized for their efforts and their participation in their 4 years here at Colby High School. And so I'm just starting to see Coach Reese McKinney make his way up here. So we'll go ahead and talk with him as opposed to going straight to the break. Give us a little bit more time to talk about the seniors and just how kind of sentimental this moment is. Remember my time as a senior playing baseball and participating in many clubs, participating in FFA. And senior is always a fun time and also a bittersweet time. So we want to give those seniors their moment here at Denon Field, and they are lining up on the track gnarly. They started at around the 30-yard line of the east side, and now they're stretching all the way to the 40-yard line of the west side as Coach Reese McKinney makes his way up here.
Scholars Bowl for 2 years and Student Environment for a year. Arleo Cardenas.
Yep. All right.
Arleo is the son of Elias Cardenas and Eva Garcia.
Coach Reese is joining us here in the booth. Coach Reese, a tough loss here tonight. Talk about the things that went well. You started Kason Carroll as opposed to Hunter Vaughn for senior night. Obviously, his passing, it's a little bit of a toss-up. He made some really great plays at the end there and at the beginning. But in the middle, found a little bit tougher to do that. The running game succeeded somewhat. But what are some of those good plays that you saw tonight?
I didn't make a decision to start Kason over Hunter. Hunter wasn't available tonight, so I started the sophomore. That's been our backup all year, but if you know much about high school football, 3A-wise, backup quarterbacks don't get a ton of reps.
Yeah.
I mean, he gets to practice the throwing and stuff, but he doesn't get a lot of reps with the first group. So this week was really the first time that he was able to do that, back since the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he did a real nice job for his first start as a sophomore. I mean, we're starting a ton of them this year, and I'm happy for it. They're playing well. Senior night though, so we probably better focus on them.
Absolutely.
We got Brian Barton wasn't available tonight. Won't be the rest of the season. We missed him. Leader, physical, tough, smart player. I was proud of the younger guys being able to make the calls in his absence. To me, that shows some of his leadership. The guy was able to just take that over because I think he taught him so well. And, so I thought that was wonderful. Logan Haggard, O-line, D-line, played both ways all night, never got a blow. Landon Kreitzer.
Our senior spotlight this week. Yeah.
Bogan didn't get a break all night, played both ways. Just Imhoff, both ways. Didn't get a break all night. Make sure I'm not missing any of them.
Yeah, I got a list for you here.
You got a list?
There you go.
Yeah. Tyler Raymer played both ways all night. I mean, but if I were a senior, I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. I'd want to get a play as much as possible before it was over. So I'm happy for all of them. I'm glad I got to coach them. I'm glad I got to know them as people and as athletes, and I'm still enjoying them, and we get to enjoy them for one more week. So if you all come out and bring that support one more time, send these seniors off with one last loud hurrah from the Eagle football field.
Absolutely. Talking about our seniors as well, you talked a little bit about those younger guys who kind of stepped up. It's seeming that some of your star seniors for next year, Zane Betts, played really well tonight as well with the running game. What are some of those plans for him? Is still running, or sort of the leadership role moving forward, or what are your expectations for your juniors now becoming seniors?
Yeah, they got another week of being a junior. Sure. But like I said last week, we always hope that at this point in the year, our sophomores are playing like juniors playing like seniors, and I think all of them are doing that. And in practice, I think our freshmen are playing more like sophomores. I mean, they were able to, hats off to them. I stole Kason on Monday before the game. We went out on the practice field. Tucker put in a whole new offense where we direct snap a running back, and they go hang 32 on Lakin to get a win.
Absolutely,
that's a lot of I mean, that's good attitude to be able to learn an offense in 45 minutes, put in on a practice field right before you go to a game, and then go be competitive. A lot of people would just quit or give up or say, "Oh, this ain't going to work." Not those guys. They went to work, went and got a W. So I think that's just showing it's all gone all the way down the line. All those younger guys are growing up fast because we've had to have them, and I'm proud of it because they've stepped up as they needed to.
Absolutely. Well, tough loss, 48-0 tonight. But thanks for joining us in the post-game show, Coach Reese.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break here and get you wrapped up in the Farmers and Merchants Bank post-game show. We'll be back with more on 100.3 The Ride.
Stay tuned to the Farmers and Merchants Bank post-game show for the Colby Dutch Ram Tough Player of the Game.
They are geared up and stocked up for fall harvest at American Implement, your John Deere dealer. You'll find a great selection of tractors, combines, grain carts, and other get-her-done fall equipment, a huge selection. Plus the parts department, well, they're stocked up, and the service departments are ready to keep you rolling. But remember, when you visit your local American Implement dealer, you have access to all the inventory at all 14 American Implement locations. That's a big selection. Here's to a safe harvest from American Implement, your Northwest Kansas John Deere dealers in Oakley, Colby, Goodland, and Wheeler.
Dying is one of the few events in life that is certain to occur, yet one we are not likely to plan for. Hi, I'm Jason with Ballman Mortuary in Colby, Atwood, and Oakley. Pre-arranging your funeral service is a great way to make sure your family is taken care of, even after you're gone. At Ballman Mortuary, we'll help you plan ahead and make sure that your wishes are taken care of, from the type of service, monument, and casket you would like. We can set up pre-funding arrangements designed specifically for end-of-life needs. At Ballman Mortuary, we are dedicated to ensuring that your loved one's memories are cherished. See our website at ballmanmortuary.com today for more information.
Ladies, Colby Community College wants you to know that renewable energy companies are creating fast tracks for advancement to bring more women into the industry. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, wind and solar energy are two of the fastest growing fields. There's never been a better time to let CCC help you begin a new career. Online classes start every 8 weeks. Remember, big muscles are not required to work in renewable energy. Brains and work ethic are. Contact Colby Community College today or visit colbycc.edu.
Welcome back to the Farmers and Merchants Bank post-game show. Here's tonight's Colby Dutch Ram Tough Player of the Game.
Welcome back to the Farmers and Merchants Bank post-game show. We already gave you our Dodge Tough Player of the Game. You know what? We're going to amend that and add the rest of the seniors. They've been playing tough all year. I'll give you that list one more time of the Eagles who will be finishing up their seasons. Logan Haggard, Landon Kreutzers, Landon Volk, Tyler Remmer, Breon Barton, Hunter Vaughn, and Braden Imhoff. I also want to take this time to say thank you for welcoming me into your town and into your lifestyle of Colby Eagle football. I will be completely transparent here. Football is not the most comfortable sport for me, but I've had so much fun coming out every Friday night to watch the black and orange and white play, especially here in Colby. Every home has been packed. It has impressed me beyond belief. Coming from Chicago, not a lot of big crowds when you got 100-plus high schools across an area and different school sizes. So showing the support here in Colby has been amazing, and being able to meet so many of you, getting to meet so many of the great students that make up the Colby High School Eagle student body. And obviously we've honored plenty of seniors tonight. Well over, I would say, about 20 seniors have been honored in the postgame. But it's been a great time. Thank you for the advice, the creative criticisms that you've given me, and all helpful, I should say, into pushing my broadcast career forward. So I'm grateful, and I've had so much fun in year one. We got more coming up next week. Depending how things go, you might get Chad Jones, you might get me. So just wanted to give one final piece of thought for you guys to take home with you wherever you are listening, whether that's on 100.3 The Ride or live on YouTube Live. I just wanted to share my sincere gratitude and thanks as we sign off here in Denon Field. We got one more game next week That game has not been finalized of who it will be, but it looks like it will be the Nickerson Panthers coming down to Denon Field. So come on out, and if I'm back here next week, depending on how things go, love to see all the smiling faces and the loud crowd of the Colby Eagles. So have a great night from wherever you are, and we'll be back with more. And I know the Eagles basketball season's coming up soon as we're just about to wrap up football season. So one more time on 100.3 The Ride. Thanks for joining us here on the Farmers and Merchants post-game show. And we'll be back next week on 100.3 The Ride, your home for Colby Eagles athletics.
This has been the Farmers and Merchants Bank post-game show on 100.3 The Ride. The Eagles on Radio has been brought to you by
American Implement, Bowman Mortuary, Colby Ag Center, Colby Community College, Colby Dodge, Colby Free Press, Cornerstone Ag, El Dos de Oros, Farm Credit of Western Kansas, Farmers and Merchant Bank, Funk Optometry, High Plains Co-op, Hoover Lumber, McDonald's, McKee Incorporated, Next Tech Wireless, Northwest Kansas Chiropractic, People's State Bank, Roofmasters Roofing, Scheffner's Water Conditioning, Stevens Construction, Strut Insurance, SurePoint Ag, Taco John's, Western State Bank.
Thanks for tuning in.